Like too old.
Yeah, like specs from like 2014, dude.
This thing is older.
You're only specs from like 2010.
Younger. Hold on, let me get the buyer.
Damn old is your computer, man.
Too fucking
I'm gonna
old.
figure out right now.
If that all the shit he has in it, he must have had done upgrades over the times, or else it would be like you would specs that could barely run Minecraft.
Dus de... Wat nakijken?
So who wants a thing?
I don't have memory, so.
Laat hem liggen, man. Laat mij maar liggen.
Okay. There you go.
Oh yeah, last episode was really funny.
Didn't we do nothing last time?
Oh no, someone did something alright.
What happened?
Nee,
I
dat heb ik
literally don't remember.
gevonden. Ik zit dus nu de documenten zoeken van
I made a meme about
koppers
it.
van mijn computer onderdelen.
Geo, we can hear you.
I think he knows.
He doesn't care.
He's asking his brother or parents, like, where's that computer thing from? Where's that note on my computer from like years back?
Can you get the big user manual?
Yeah, I hear
the
you.
one that's like this thick.
Just for a moment. I was busy. Here we go. The year that I got it in. Oh, come on, where's the year? Oh, shit.
Do you have papers on it for insurance things, or in case you want to return it?
No, insurance.
Okay.
Well, I got the year 2018.
Oh, not that
Close
old.
to the end of it, so 2018-19.
It's not that old.
It's not that old then.
Yeah.
But again, like 2018, you said?
At the end of 18, beginning 19.
So still DR3.
Why
Right.
didn't you get the 2080 then? And why'd you get the 1080 Ti?
Money.
The 2080 was released by then.
Hold it. Scalpers.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there was a lot of scalping that time.
Mm.
I don't think anyone wants this
I
thing,
was
man.
like-
So.
Apparently,
Yep.
Yumba might remember or something.
I'll feel free.
I do sort of remember, but I want you to take it away, Matt, because it was a funny session.
Yeah, so you guys are still between missions. I gave you information about how to go to the next missions, basically. And you guys wanted to do other stuff. So there was scouting involved. There was other stuff, just basically a whole lot of nothing other than Geo didn't want to pay 5 credits for a taxi, so he got involved in a terrorist incident.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, that.
I recall that I was not here that session.
yeah, so he went looking for your guys' sky car that went into space. He found it, however, it was rigged with explosives, and those insect bad guys had control of it. So he tried to retrieve it, even though, well, he didn't know. He didn't know that it was rigged with explosives, even though there were bad guys and corpses all around it. And he still tried to retrieve the sky car. He got into the sky car, realized it was rigged with explosives, threw the explosives out of the sky car next to a building. And because he threw the explosives out of the sky car, they hit like a structural component of the building, and the building collapsed. So yeah, there was a bunch of civilians in the building, and so
Why couldn't you just have made it an orphanage? That would have been so much better.
Either way, so that happened, and that had to be cleaned up. And then the team kind of was trying to figure out what was happening, and Gio's character was being very not forthright at the beginning. But then he ended up being forthright, and then some people kind of got mad at him and don't trust him anymore. But the mission didn't go forward, so you guys are still at the base doing stuff, I guess. So what do you guys want to do?
Do I know that Theo crumbled that
Yes,
building?
everyone knows now.
Okay. I will walk over to him if I'm close by.
Okay.
Mhm.
You've succeeded.
Mm.
You
I don't
walked
have
up
to
to
roll anything.
You have succeeded
You have
in finding him
walked
because
up
he's
to
just in the
me.
base.
Sweet. I must say, that was quite an impressive display. Where did you get the explosive components?
Oh yeah, he's
I
an
didn't.
explosive expert.
Did,
Did you get
didn't
the
I just
blueprints
explain
of
that
the
I
building you blew up before you attached the explosives? I would very much like to see the plans.
I repeat myself. I found our car. The car was rigged. Got the explosive out of the car, but didn't didn't have time to think because the car was gonna pile itself into a wall. Instead, they got a building on top of it.
Articulating. I guess for
Well,
a building of that measure, you would have like a 0.2% possibility to crumble it. Good job, and I'll like give you a thumbs up, and then I just turn away and walk away.
Uh,
well, I did make a plan for infiltrating this place we were going to infiltrate. If anyone was interested,
Which one of them?
the one that Geo's thing was in. The guy, I don't recall the details.
Yeah, so
Didn't we
each of you
already
guys had a
know,
back.
didn't we?
Each of you guys had a backstory. Gio's backstory involved him being part of the military, and he was supposed to extract somebody from this place, but then his team got attacked. So
Oh yeah, right. Now I remember. Didn't Geo have a perfect plan for that? Just standing in the stairway and expecting them to run at us like idiots.
Oh yeah.
one by one. Ah,
Geo's full of perfect plans.
I just like you guys are of perfect plans.
no.
Don't look at me. I just hack shit.
Okay.
Like you can crack on me for so much until I start countering your shit.
So what is this plan? Grog or croak or
Croak.
Yes, that one.
croak.
Yeah,
Okay.
the folk sound.
Okay. So we're going through this, right? That's what I'm gathering.
Not yet.
I'll have to do something.
We're
So
still at the base.
where's the place?
Oh. My plan is we're gonna need the skinny Krogan for this. All right. He's here,
Okay.
right?
He's there.
All right. I want him in on this. So if he's here, let's fetch him.
He's got a chef's hat on and an apron
Beautiful.
that says "I love lobster" on it.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back switching machine.
Of course.
Great.
Of course.
Okay.
I'll hear the
Of
plan
course.
later. Don't worry.
Right. So skinny Krogan is first things first going to distract the guards for as long as possible opposite of where the vent is. Okay. Then roll will disable the cameras near the vent. Then roll goes into the vent and give us access to a nearby entrance. Roll tries to find the prisoner's location while he still has the element of surprise. But if Roll gets spotted, he should contact us and we will start infiltrating forcefully. That's what I come up with.
No work.
Not bad. Okay. So, as has always been said, you guys get to choose the other mission that Archangel and the rest of the NPCs that you don't use go ahead and do. So, what would you like for them to do?
Okay. So there was the Krogan things on the ship, right?
Yeah, apparently the ship transport encountered problems of some sort and is on an uncharted world.
No.
Is our ship done, by the way?
No. No, it isn't.
No. Put some people on that.
If you
possible.
choose to put them on that, then 2 missions will go undone.
Yeah, we need the main story
Oh,
missions first. And what was
This
the
is
other
side
mission?
mission. But this is not Skyrim, so you can't do a million side missions first.
oh.
Would what's it called? Would Archangel have access to this to travel there to the Krogan ship?
He would find travel and then uh, if necessary. Uh, Basically, it's just figuring out what happened to the ship specifically. But if he
Okay.
needs to go there, he would find travel.
Okay, in that case, I just say we put him on that.
There's also the uh, what are they called? The Eclipse. They appear to be gearing up for something. That's all the information that you got on that. Like they're getting their more powerful mechs ready and stuff like that. So, from what I remember, that's all the information you got on that because you didn't really look into that one.
Mhm.
Okay. I vote for the Krogan hold up, at least.
Yeah, I think we can figure out the eclipse thing later.
Hmm.
Hopefully. Mm.
Hopefully.
The side thing pop on and you're like your hot menu just like mission failed.
Mm.
Oh, every mission that you guys are ignoring is contributing to something. It's just that the first one I was being a little bit more generous with. So,
That's fine.
because last time the Krogan transport just went missing and you guys didn't know what happened to it. Now you got word that it's on an uncharted world, so you still don't know what happened to it. Um, so
Stuff.
so Archangel can look into it
Okay.
Yep.
if that's what you guys want.
Mm.
But
Yep.
of course, choosing to ignore something always results in something else happening, so
Or
it's fine.
making something worse. So if you pick the other one, something else would probably happen with the Krogan stuff. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
You don't know what the results are gonna be. But
And if the Krogans are just a fucking hive, just want to kill us. uh, who knows?
oh, I know.
Oh, of course you do.
And they have to roll. Like Archangel, no matter what, he has to. There's a higher chance the more NPCs you let him have, but um, he still has to roll to see if he
For
succeeds
this
or not.
one, we just need the skinny Krogan.
You can take the rest.
We can take the rest.
Yeah, because the skinny Krogan that I have forgotten the name of, if you even got a name for him, is good at distracting people or getting attention. So
Uh, pretty sure it's Grok. Grok. Or Rock, I mean.
okay, that might be him. I'll just note it down just in case. No, that's the Vorcha.
Is it?
Grok is the Vorcha.
I don't know who this other name is. I don't remember.
Bilton is the Volus, and Keelas Elias the Aquarian greeting.
No, it's under one of my roles down here.
Raram Bugnawar. I
Yeah, I
don't
don't
think
know who
that's the
that is.
Krogan. Might be one of the BCs or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
The VIPs. I don't remember.
Maybe he doesn't have a name, so it's.
I think he said something, but like yeah, it was like wasn't really a name. But I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember either. And that's what happens when no one writes stuff down.
I
Oh
tried
well,
to.
who
He's
cares?
called Cookie now.
Cookie Krogan.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are ready to depart on your mission?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we leave, I'm just gonna ask Archangel or anybody else if they have like breach charges or something lying around.
He does not.
Hmm.
You said you were asking Archangel or anybody, and just simply said
Yeah.
he does not, so.
Okay.
If you want to ask somebody else, they can see what they have in their packs, but
That's okay.
that's cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Archangel has a sniper rifle and ammunition for his sniper rifle. That's about it. He
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
have
what it
much
needs.
else. He has a decent Omni tool, but other than that, nothing else. Because he, in the video games, is part techie guy and part soldier guy. He's the
Yeah.
double
He's
class
Techie
for
Soldier
that.
guy.
Yeah.
Whatever that was called. Infiltrator?
Maybe. I don't remember.
It might be. I don't remember. Oh, the thing about I know the infiltrator has something with tech, but I don't think the other part. I'm not sure if it was the war soldier or the uh psionic.
Biotic, but yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Biotic. Yeah.
So, you guys are ready to leave?
Yep.
Yo.
Alright. So you head into your shuttle, and skinny Krogan man gets into the shuttle too. And you take off.
Yep.
You land pretty close, unless otherwise stated. You land relatively close. About 2-minute walking distance away.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to do? Just enact plan generically?
Yeah.
All right. I need Skinny Krogan to start distracting, make his distraction away from the event so the guard's attention doesn't look towards there.
Alright. Excuse me, man. Alright, so you
And
start
stuff.
walking, or he starts walking towards the front of the building.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And once they have his attention, Roll goes in and does his part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody else staying at the shuttle.
Just paste it in chat so you can see.
Uh-huh. That's the plan, but I'm asking what people are doing. So is everybody else just staying at the shuttle, or are you walking like
Uh,
a... Because that'll be like 2 minutes away.
I would say once Rolls is in the vent, we start going.
Okay.
But so we're like 30 seconds away or something.
Okay.
But only when it's in the vent.
Okay.
I'll wait till see most is distracted. If I see some that aren't, I'll go invisible. And
Should
then
be
I'll
just like 2 guards there, right?
at the
Yes,
front. I think it was.
so Skinny Krogan walks over. And he has to roll. I need to find the dice roller. There it is.
Always fun.
So he is going to attempt to make a distraction, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks fine. Whoops. Forgot to give him difficulty dice.
In a while.
He didn't roll that much worse. Okay. So he walks over. He spots a garbage can near the building, and he sees a random person putting garbage in it, and he does what he did to Roll. He just sort of collides with the person and knocks the person over, and the garbage can falls over, and a bunch of garbage goes everywhere. And the guards go, "Hey, what's going on?" and start running over.
Nice.
I go to vent sneakily.
All right. The vent is a few feet up, above your head. So, how do you wish to get into the vent?
I will. Let me check some if I have any fun stuff for that.
There's a camera there.
There is a camera facing the front of that particular side of the building. The camera has the vent in the corner of its view, so it's just barely visible on the edge of the camera. You would know this because Croak actually looked into it.
Mm-hmm. I told you what the plan was.
I don't know. Okay, I'll just try to disable the camera, just in
All right.
case.
You have to roll a hacking roll with 3 purple.
I'm good at hack. 3 purples yet?
Yeah.
2 successes and a disadvantage.
All right. You get into the system again because you were in the system before, because you were turning the cameras around at a certain point. So you just get back into the system. And you go to the correct camera. As you go to the correct camera, you notice that there is one other viewer of the camera other than you, and then you switch it off.
Yeah, that might be bad.
However, you just sort of look at it for like a few seconds after you turn it off. It doesn't immediately turn back on, so.
Okay, I'll try to. Oh, well, that thing can't be invisible, so that would be very obvious.
Again, the vent is like above your head, so you'd have to reach above your head in order to gain access to the vent, and the vent has a vent cover on it.
Okay, I'll try to. I try to carefully remove the thing and then try to climb in and then close it behind me.
Alright, I'm just gonna roll a environmental thing to see how easy that is for you to do. I didn't decide whether or not that was for your advantage, so I'll roll again to see, because I'll choose which one. Okay. There are screws on the vent cover, holding the vent cover in place.
Okay, I will take out my tools and try to screw it open.
Alright, I need you to roll. I guess I'll say, what is the check for mechanics? Is it just mechanics?
Mechanics.
Yeah. Roll one of those with, since it's above your head, it'll be a little bit harder. Yeah, 3. 3 purple.
2 success and a disadvantage.
Okay. You get the vent cover off. You start climbing up to the vent. There's nothing preventing you from climbing up to it, so I'll say that you managed to start climbing up. However, you notice as you're climbing into the vent, Since I'll be fair, do you have the vent cover in your inventory when you choose to climb up?
I'll say I would have it, so because I was gonna close it behind me, so I would have it on me.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Uh, okay. So you have it on you. You notice as you're climbing up the vent to the vent,
Mhm.
you notice the repercussions of getting a disadvantage on that hacking roll. You notice a guard walk out of the entrance and start walking towards the camera that you just disabled. I'm gonna
Okay.
roll to see if he notices you like Winnie the Poohing inside this vent.
I don't have time to go in invis, have I?
That this is because you got a disadvantage on the previous one,
No,
and
that's
you got a
fine.
disadvantage on this one. So he gets a chance to see you before you notice that he might see
Okay.
you. So yeah, he has a. It's not going to be easy for him because he's paying attention to where the camera was, not you specifically. So it's not going to be easy, but he's going to have a.
Besides, you're carrying a vent cover. So if you go invisible, the vent cover would just be floating
Sure.
midair.
It's exploding, going.
He has a chance to see you, but it's going to be not easy for him because he's not paying attention to that specific location. Um, okay. Um, your Krogan friend, who is in the garbage place, notices that another guard is there, and at this point they made sure he was standing up and were starting to clean the garbage. He then trips over a stray, or pretends to. He trips over a stray garbage bag, and that rips open, and a bunch more garbage goes flying. So the guy who was going over towards the the camera just gets hit in the face with like a bunch of
Maximum
garbage.
distraction.
Um, so you're lucky too.
Neat.
Yeah, good thing he was there.
Yeah, it would be harder without him.
Best team player.
Yeah, and he's good at distracting. I was like the main thing I got him for. So yeah.
So
And for
you're
Nosfall, that'll
you're
just
in the vent. You have the vent
okay.
cover still in your possession. What would you like to do?
Okay. I will try to cover it up again to make it look like nobody has been there, basically.
Okay. I will only tell you that since you're doing it from the inside, it will be impossible to screw it back in place while you are inside. But otherwise, you can put it back where it was, but you can't put the screws back on because they screw on from the outside.
Just use Mage Hand, man.
I don't got that sadly.
Just
Oh.
use the muscle force.
I don't have that either. I'm too weak. Okay, I'll try to at least close it up and hope the screws aren't easily noticed.
Okay.
I'll like put them on the inside with the vent just so I have them
Yeah.
close at hand.
That's fine.
Mm.
I will need you to roll a mechanics check with 3 purple again.
2 successes and 2 advantages.
Okay. At least from your summation, it should, like, you're not on the exterior and the camera is turned off, that you would be able to see it from the outside. So you don't know if it looks perfect, but from your summation, it should look good enough.
You get a message on your Omni tool. How's your status? From Croak.
I'm in the vent. And
I guess that's the message he sends back to you.
yeah, I'm in the vent,
No one saw you?
heading. No, no, sorry. Yeah, no.
Not that he's aware of.
Right.
So when he says no, that's
Not
what
that
you
I'm
can
aware
assume.
of. So yeah, I'm just standing back here and no, not noticed.
Tell us when it's time to go in.
I will try to go a bit deeper in the vent and then try to get a. Is it multiple doors throughout, or was it just that main door?
There are 3 doors on the lowest floor that lead inside the building.
Okay, I will try to check in the system and see which door is where and where they're placed in comparison to the trash can and that stuff. Then I'll try to open that one remotely.
While he does that, I just say to Mr. Cyborg, we should probably start going forward. And you stay in the car. I say to Geo Scavenger.
It's a cardboard cutout, man. You can't do anything.
Be the lookout.
Oh, we're dead. We're dead. If
What
you
do you
look
mean?
at it.
Well,
I'm
either way.
guessing we're still going quietly.
Yes.
For now.
We don't want to draw attention unless Roll gets spotted.
Do I know which
Let's hope
door
it is.
we're going towards?
You guys
We
are
don't.
going towards
That's
the
not working
building.
out.
It's going to be a 2-minute walk, so
Yeah.
in
Is
that
there,
time
like-
he might change which door you want to walk to. So for now, you're just walking towards the building.
Is there like any benches nearby the building, like 30 seconds away or something?
There's people walking around. It's not like
Okay.
people aren't allowed to be in this area. But this isn't like a. This city doesn't have very many like public seating areas.
Okay.
So
We probably all stole them.
Well, I guess we just walk towards
well,
it.
this place was built to be like a mining city, so it wasn't meant to be a pleasurable place to live in the beginning. So then when the outlaws took over, then why would they be like, yes, we need to be conscientious of people who get tired easily, so let's put benches everywhere? Yeah, it doesn't really doesn't really seem like a thing that outlaws would do.
Okay. You just walk towards it then.
Maybe we can build a bench and you can carry it with you for next time.
Yeah, probably could.
Geo, you've been benched.
Eh.
So,
You're the lookout.
yeah, they told you to remain at the shuttle when they went towards the building.
Enough.
Okay. So the next thing that is going to have a chance of anything happening is obviously roll. So what are you doing? You're in
I
a
was looking for
vent.
the doors. In the vent. I had a bit deeper in to get better signal on the doors and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I try to see where the doors are on that, and see how guarded they are and such.
Okay, so there's one that currently has a distraction in front of it, which is
Yeah.
the door near where you went in the vent. And then there's 2 other doors on so this is the wall that has a distraction on it. This wall has a door, and this wall has a door over here, and then there's another wall that has no door on it.
Okay.
Because it's a 4-walled building somehow.
I would have thought. Not three-doored?
Yeah, it's not a
Three-walled.
triangle building somehow.
Oh, sad.
They
Okay, been distracted
successfully
in the
learned
front.
how to make four-walled buildings.
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
Okay, I'll just make it. I guess I could just make it simple then, and just try remotely open the distracted door.
Okay. You are aware that these doors are automated. Um, and it doesn't. You do go into the system. I'll give you this for free.
Mm.
You go into the system. These entrance doors do not have like security locks on them or anything. So anybody who approaches the door just opens. There's no like
Okay,
Maybe look if there's like cameras inside and see which of the doors has less guards behind them.
I'll do that then.
all right, you're searching through the system.
Mhm.
There are no interior cameras.
That's good. Or is it?
It's not, because then we're going in blind.
At this particular moment, it's not what you wanted, but
Okay, that'll make this more difficult. Okay, I'll message that the front door is easily accessible, but I'm blind inside as it's no cameras.
you can see some of this room, but it's like those vent slats, like you're looking through like little vent slats and you only get like one angle on everything.
Yeah.
This room that you are looking into looks like a relatively normal, although suspiciously normal, office
Mm.
building.
Mm.
Like you're looking in on someone's cubicle, basically,
Mm.
and they're typing on a computer.
Okay.
They're in Blue Sun's armor, but otherwise they look like they're just an office worker.
Okay.
Yo, dude, computer. See if they have webcams. Hack into the computers and watch through the webcams.
He can try to remote access. He can try to remote access it, but let's just say that in this futuristic universe, they realize that people like him exist, and not everything is on a wireless network.
Yeah. Security measures.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll message the what I said to Grok that main entrance is clear, basically, because so I like if I look through the vents and stuff, I don't see any people on the inside in the hallway or so. Just like one
Okay.
guy at the office table.
Yeah, he's like in a cubicle. So like those like stereotypical office buildings where they have like the little thin
Walls
walls
that are
between each little space where
just that
somebody's
one
using.
guy sitting at a computer typing.
Yeah,
Just-
exactly.
Okay, so there's no one inside the main entrance area when we go in, at least.
Nope. And
Okay.
then I'll try to find like a server room type of thing, if I can.
Okay, so are you moving around in the vents, or are you searching using your hacking
Moving
tool?
in the vent.
Okay.
I'll do both. I'll go via the vents and like check if there's any wireless ones. If there's no wireless ones, I'll try to find a place that seems like more ventilated, which probably server rooms would be, or else it will overheat and bullshit will happen. Um, then I'll try to find a room that it seems like a server room type of thing, and try to get directly into it if I can get to it.
Okay. We will see what the results of what you're trying to do will be.
Okay.
So as you start moving, The rest of your team arrives at the exterior of the building. Is there anything in particular you would like to do other than T-pose?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there any guards at the main entrance now, or are they looking at it?
At the moment, at the entrance where the distraction is, because there's 3 equally main quote unquote entrances.
The distraction entrance, yes.
Okay. So, you have a look over there. The guards are still cleaning up the garbage. The ones that are supposed to be watching the door are cleaning up garbage. However, you do notice that there is a guard where you noticed the camera was that was looking at the vent. He's currently fiddling around with the camera.
What's Skinny Krogan doing right now?
He is apologizing profusely. That's
Okay.
what he's doing. He's trying to cover up the fact that he did this on purpose. Because if he doesn't do that, then they will point guns at him, and he currently isn't equipped with a weapon.
Hmm.
That's one thing that I guess you guys didn't think of.
Well, I'm gonna
No,
stop.
that's fine.
So
So it's not like
Okay.
he can defend himself at all, because he doesn't have any weapons. So if this goes wrong, then and he gets attacked, like he's got his fists. That's it, and his hump.
Well, he's not made for combat. He's just there to distract.
Exactly.
What's the thing?
But he doesn't have a backup or anything. Like his backup is run away. Like that's he's not even like martially trained or anything. So
Okay. Do you wanna try to get in there? I can distract the other guard.
I nod and I stealth.
Okay, while he does that, I approach the guard on the other side, other direction, so he doesn't face the main entrance.
okay, so which guard are you approaching? There's 2 guards cleaning up garbage, and there's a guard.
The guy with the camera.
Okay. So currently he is not facing the door, but you can approach him.
Yeah.
Currently he is like working on the camera.
Yep. I approach him from the right angle to not draw attention to Robot Man.
Yeah. Okay. You can see that he still has some garbage, like the slick black sludge that you find in stereotypical garbage. He still has some of that slick black sludge on his armor, but not on his visor, so he can still see, but his armor still has this black sludge on it.
Okay.
Alright. So V is attempting. I think his name is V, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm attempting
Yep.
stealth.
Alright, so you have to roll a stealth.
Can I do my
one
part?
purple, because everything that would be looking at you right now is distracted, so.
Yeah. Can
1,
I do my
2,
thing before
3,
he
4.
goes in?
What would you like to do to the camera guy?
I'm gonna talk to him.
Okay. That's fine.
So I approach him.
Okay.
Hey,
What do you want? This guy
How
appears to
much?
be a Batarian.
how much?
How much for what?
The camera.
He just turns. His helmet faces you. He currently has the eye tinting, so that way you can't see his eyes, but then he presses the side of his helmet and then his eye tinting goes away. And you can tell you haven't you're not a body language expert, but you can tell, even though this guy is a Batarian, that he is not impressed with the fact that you're trying to buy this camera right now.
Doesn't matter.
So he just looks at you. Really? You want to buy my security?
Yeah, I want this camera.
Do you think I'm not using it for something?
Doesn't look like it. Looks broken up. Why else
Wanna
would we
fix
be
it and,
here?
film my family, my children.
Yeah, he's gonna feed his children with a camera.
Yeah.
Maybe they're war chests.
He just shakes his head at you, and
Do I know the normal camera prices?
not off
In the
the
city.
not off the top of your head, no.
Okay. I'll give you a big discount, 100 credits.
He just stares at you blankly.
Yeah, so I'm trying to haggle with him, but he doesn't do anything. So that's
Yeah,
happening.
He doesn't wish to do anything. So I'll again ask V to roll.
I did. 4 successes and 2 disadvantages.
Oh wow. All right. You managed to get inside. The door slides open as you approach, like into the walls. And then you walk past it, the sensor, so then it closes again. However, you got 2 disadvantages. So, they don't see you. However, the guy who was working on the camera, he is, just like so unimpressed, and he's like trying to ignore you, Mr. Krogan.
If he turns his back on me, I would like to steal his camera.
So he starts looking a different direction than where you are. He then notices that the door is open and then closes, and he didn't notice who went in.
And then I take his camera.
All right, so here's thing number 1. Are you attempting to do it without him noticing?
No.
Okay. So, he immediately notices that you are attempting to reach for the camera. And he goes, "Hey, step away," as he draws his weapon.
Whoa. 150, okay?
He says, "Leave."
Okay, and then I slowly back up.
He sees that you are backing away. He taps the side of his helmet and he says, "I got a Krogan here who's causing a problem, but I saw the door open. Anybody know who just went in?" And he's gonna stay guarding this camera for as long as you're standing there.
You stand there
but-
eyeing him, dude.
But you are aware that he did now just message somebody. And
Okay.
you don't know who he messaged, but you are aware of the information he just gave because he was speaking loud enough for you to hear.
All right. I try to fake walk away, but I'll make sure he knows that I'm kind of still interested in the camera. But
He goes back to trying to repair it, but every like 10 seconds he glances over his shoulder to make sure that you're still to see if you're still there.
Yeah.
Just like try to hide like behind a lamppost or something, just eyeing the camera.
Yeah. And
A
while
lamppost
he's
that would
repairing
be too
camera,
a lamppost that would be too skinny for a
Exactly.
skinny like race to hide
Exactly. That's
behind.
why. So it's like
yeah,
the big bear tries to hide behind the small bush or whatever.
yeah. And in the moment he tries to repair the camera, and he's not fixated on me, I message V that he might have been spotted. Try to hide.
Okay. So you're messaging V telling him this. Okay. So
Yeah.
you receive a message on your Omni tool, V. You you can choose whether or not to turn on the holographic interface, but the message goes through like you are alerted that you've received a message in your like earpiece or whatever.
I'll just look at it without using the hollow face or whatever thingy,
Okay.
or
Because you are a
however
robot
that
person,
works.
so you can just make it
Yeah.
appear on your eyeballs anyway. So,
Mhm.
um,
I'll just message him back. That seems highly unlikely. Do I know where this guy is in the building, or is this why Roll went into the vents?
you guys know he's probably in the building. You have
Okay,
absolutely no idea where he is in the building.
sweet. Uh, does it have like a map at the entrance that says like "You are here" and then it says "Dungeons" on one of the floors?
Unfortunately, no. As you enter, there is a receptionist there, um, who appears to be working on a computer. Um, this particular individual doesn't notice that the door opened and closed. However, like 10, 15 seconds after the door opens and closes, they appear to be receiving a message on their earpiece, and they begin to like glance towards the doorway.
No.
Hmm.
So you got 10 to 15 seconds.
Plenty. I need to roll another stealth.
No, you do not.
Okay.
Because they don't know you're there. Well, they know somebody's there, but they haven't seen you. Because you succeeded in hiding, but something bad happened as a result of you succeeding in hiding, and they noticed that the door opened and closed, but didn't see anybody enter, so they find that suspicious.
That's fine.
Right now, you
So I
are in
only.
an open area room that looks like a reception room. So there's like a seating area with no people currently sitting in it. There's the reception desk. There's like these fake plants just sort of hanging around in this place, like normal office building stuff.
Hmm.
There are arrows that point to things, but you're not sure what the arrows are pointing to because they are only labeled A, B, and C.
Hmm. Guess I'll go towards C for cells.
Okay? You start walking towards C in a stealthy manner.
Oh yes.
Okay, so next thing to come up. Um, yeah. Um, so roll. You're moving through the vents. Are
Yep.
you attempting to do so without making noise?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to roll a stealth with 2 purple.
Okay. Stealth. Okay. 2 purples, you say?
Yep.
That is a single success.
Okay. So you're not making the stereotypical boom 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 vent noise as you're walking. Um. Okay, so you're searching for something. I'll get you to make a perception to see if you find what you're looking for with 3 purple.
3 purple.
Yep.
I don't see anything. That's a failure.
Okay. Yep, you don't succeed in finding a server room. Um, on so the vent just sort of is a straight shot, and then it starts uh, angling up, and then it goes straight up for like about 2 or 3 meters.
Okay.
You just see more office spaces
Okay.
through your slats.
I'll try to check through the system and to try to locate via that, if that's possible.
You attempt to. The nearest wireless signal is the cameras outside.
Okay. Is it like one of those vent things here? Like one of the vent hatches?
If you wish to exit the vent, uh, the slats that you were looking through, each one of those is a vent cover. So you saw multiple of those if you wish to exit.
Okay, like I'll look out on them first, see if there's any people in. I'll say
There's
that
at
in the
least
room.
one that doesn't have it.
Okay.
Anybody?
I'll go to that.
Okay.
I will try to carefully open it and get out.
Alright, this one is a hinged one. So it just has a
Okay.
hinge, and you can push the top part down so that way it'll open.
I'll hold it so it doesn't slam into the side and makes noise.
Alright, so you can roll a stealth roll with 2 purple again.
A success and advantage.
Okay, so you manage to get out. The vent cover does not slam. You manage to climb down onto somebody's desk.
There's people
There
on.
is a computer on the desk.
Okay. I will close the vent.
Okay, success.
I'll try to hack into the computer and try to figure out where the server is.
Okay. You boot up the computer. I'll need you to roll a hacking.
That's too many yellow. I don't have that many.
And the hacking roll will have 4 purple.
No failures, but it's a disadvantage.
Okay,
Just a disadvantage. That's it.
You boot up the computer. You are presented with a login screen. You attempt to bypass the login screen. However, that does not happen. Before, you see an alert pop up on the corner of the screen. Too many failed password attempts.
Okay.
Administration has been alerted.
Okay. I will. We're on one of those cubicles, right?
Correct.
Okay. I will. I'll go invisible.
Okay.
Because I can do that.
Correct.
And then I will sneak away and try to find a different computer or like a door leading to like a IT or server room. If it's a door that has leisure sign, server room or something.
All right. So I'll need you to roll a stealth with 3 purple.
Okay. I get an extra die because I'm invisible.
Correct.
I get another blue
Otherwise,
for that.
invisibility might not do anything if you don't get extra stuff. Like,
Yeah, I think it's a blue one it gives.
Probably.
it should say in your
Probably.
ability. If you copy pasted it, it's just going to be black, but in the
Mhm.
PDF it should be the correct color.
Oh, fine,
Yeah,
fine.
you get a black die for turning invisible. Hold on.
Beautiful, man. I'm just even worse at this now.
I would guess you probably get like 2 blues.
The guy can add some extra stuff to make it like even harder and stuff. Let me find the thingy. Okay, tactical cloak. Add a green, it seems.
Yep, green is an available dice. Yep. So if it's green,
And
it's green.
if I do the advanced one, I also are basically like hidden from tremble and shit. Opponents who can detect you through the alternative means with thermals are immediately disengaged from combat and may not enter engagement until they successfully detect you with a post. It doesn't give an extra. I just did only get 1 green if even if I use the ability. So I'm just even harder to notice.
Yeah, and you disengage from combat if you use it. The better one.
Yeah, I'll
Which
just use
is
the
really
basic one.
good if you want to run away.
Yeah, I'll use the basic one for now. That's a 3 purple. You said or 4?
3.
3. Success and advantage.
Okay.
I roll like 3 blanks.
I will let you know the results of that in a moment.
Okay.
Um, so V,
Um,
you're headed to section C.
Yes.
You notice that as you're walking through, you follow the arrows that say for C on them. And when you finally arrive at the wall marked C, you notice that it is just a demarcation for a section of cubicles.
Mm.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
You can see a few Blue Suns members currently typing away on computers.
Can I see one cubicle that is empty with a computer that is on that they haven't locked? Maybe somebody going to the toilet or something?
You can attempt to find one.
Yeah.
If you're going to be walking through the cubicles,
I'll go to the toilets, just FYI.
if you're attempting to walk past the cubicles, I will need another stealth.
How many purple?
3.
Uh-oh.
What did you get?
X is a failure, right?
Correct.
1 failure.
All right. You attempt to sneak into the section demarcated C. As you do so, as you're sneaking past one of the cubicles, you hear the guy say, I need another donut. And he turns around and immediately sees you.
I try and shoot him with my silence pistol.
Okay.
What? What else am I gonna do?
Say hello? I don't
What?
know. What? I can say hello?
They're blue suns. They want us dead, probably.
Yeah, but he doesn't know who you are necessarily, but okay, you can
Oh.
shoot him.
Fine, I'll try and act like an idiot. And since I'm stealthing, I'm guessing like I'm low to the ground.
Yeah, you're like crouching on the floor.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna use my hands to like over the floor and like, where's that damn contact lens? Just completely ignore him and just try to like, where's my damn contact lens? Just keep going, looking on the floor
Okay.
with my hands like on my knees.
There is a chance that he sees through your ruse, so I'm gonna roll.
You want me to roll a deception?
Not this time. Because there's a specific thing that he's looking for, and whether or not he sees it or dismisses it without seeing it is the thing that's gonna determine what happens. So, uh, this is a hilarious roll. Okay, he goes, newbies, and he walks past you, to a table that has an open donut box on it.
Does he look like he's gonna need some time deciding what donut to pick?
No, he just picks one up, and if you're still standing there, then he'll just walk past you again and go back to his computer.
Okay. Well, I'll keep going then.
That's better
I'll
than
try,
killing him.
I'll try and stealth again. Still
Alright.
looking for a open desktop, no password login. I
Alright.
was hoping he might use a long time to choose the donut so I could just use his computer.
Seems as though he knows what donuts he likes. So,
Pink glaze.
so, um, I'm gonna get you to roll to see if you find anything of the thing that you're looking for. So, I'm gonna get you to roll, perception with 2 purple.
Uh, one advantage.
Okay. You do not find a computer that has. You don't find a computer that has, as in it's logged in already. But you do find a few empty cubicles.
I'll just try and hack into one of the empty cubicle computers, I guess.
All right. So you turn the computer on. You sit at the computer, trying to play off your earlier ruse as being true. So you're just sitting the computer, not worry about if anybody sees you or not. And you attempt to log in. So I will need. It's going to be the same difficulty as it was for roll. So it's hacking with 4 purple.
I don't have hacking, so should I just roll computers?
Sure. Yes.
So that gives me 1 green and
versus
1
4
blue
purple.
because of my my kit,
Infiltrators, yeah.
infiltrator's kit.
Want to use story points for this?
He can turn that 1 green into a yellow.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a story point for that.
Okay.
Yellow, blue. How many purple? 4.
Yep.
This is not gonna work.
Yeah, no. Why are you
4
even trying this?
disadvantages.
What did you get?
4 disadvantages.
Okay. The administration of these computers is gonna be busy today. Yeah, you get the same thing. So when you attempt to bypass the password system, for some reason, it detects that you've entered a username and password combination that is incorrect too many times, and alerts administration that you have done so.
Amazing. Is this all there is to room C? Just a bunch of cubicles?
You can attempt to look around the room. The way that
Yeah, I'll
this
just.
place is set up, it seems to be um, um, purposefully confusing. As in, if you don't know what you're doing, then you're not meant to know what you're doing. So,
Awesome.
like, yeah, the reason things are labeled A, B, and C, things like that. Like, if you don't know where you're going, you're not meant to know where you're going.
There's not a big S as a server.
Unfortunately, you
So,
haven't seen that yet, Roll.
so this is just a big room with a bunch of cubicles in it. There's no doors,
you can
nothing
look
else.
around the room because the cubicle walls go all the way to the ceiling, so you can't see the entire room from the entrance.
Mm.
So you'd have to look around the room to see. Like, you'd have to walk around where these people are.
I'll go back to where the guy got the donut, and I will pick up a cup of coffee.
Alright. So you head back there. Is there any particular goal you wish to accomplish while holding the cup of coffee?
Just holding a cup of coffee. Try to blend in.
Okay. Fair enough. Um, so you're doing Assassin's Creed blending, like you're
Mhm.
standing next to a blend spot, and then you turn black and white. Perfect.
Yeah, awesome. Nobody's reacting to me turning black and white.
Well, they never do in the Assassin's Creed games, so why would they? Why
So
would they do it now?
I'll still try and like stealth around a little bit.
Okay.
It's
I
just like
will.
if I get noticed, I have the coffee cup.
I will let you know the results of that momentarily. Back to roll.
Yeah.
So you're invisible.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it you got with your stealth again?
Success and adventure.
Okay. Um, so you're you're wandering around. Um, I'll get you to roll a perception with 2 purple.
Okay. Uh, 2 disadvantage and a success.
Okay. So here's what happens. You find some stairs um, that appear to be leading upward. Um, and in your haste to go toward the stairs, um,
Mm-hmm.
somebody walks out from a cubicle that you like. They were behind a sheer wall as you were walking past that sheer wall, and they were walking towards you, like where you're walking. You sort of collide with them. However, you are invisible, so they don't know what just happened. You have a chance to decide what to do next.
I'll quickly move away from him and try to head to the staircase.
Okay. You start moving towards the staircase. Let's see what this guy has access to. So I'm gonna roll to see what he has access to. Great, he's an office worker, so he doesn't have.
He does know a soul.
So here's what he does. He goes, "No, that was odd." He walks over to a device in his cubicle and starts doing something with it, but you are quickly moving towards the staircase unless you wish to stop and look back at what he is doing.
I've been moving.
You keep moving. Okay.
Mhm.
You go up the staircase. You are now on floor 2. Floor 2 has there's a sign on the wall as soon as you get to the top of the staircase.
Yeah.
The sign indicates that there are 3 things up here. Those 3 things are labeled A, B, and C.
No windows, there's the door, or
There's a hallway, which all 3 arrows are pointing towards. And then there
Okay.
are signs that point in different directions, and then there are alternate hallways.
okay, I'll head down the hallway.
All right. Do you
And
have a
see
particular letter in mind that you wish to head towards?
B.
Okay. You're headed towards B. You got it. All right. So we'll switch back to V. So,
What should be the bathrooms?
sorry?
No, I'm joking. What should be the bathrooms?
Oh,
The B.
okay. So, sorry, something just fell. There we go. So we'll switch back to V. I need you to roll a perception with 2 purple.
Nothing.
That is a possible outcome. What that means is you don't succeed in what you were trying to do, but you do not fail also. So,
Yay.
as you start walking towards your intended next spot that you wish to look at, you get delayed because a couple of workers start they start walking towards a water cooler, which is near where the donuts are, which is where you are. So yeah, they stand there for a few minutes, literally doing water cooler talk. So, did you see the game yesterday? Yeah, the Panthers performed really well. They threw the ball further than anybody else has on a first season game. Like, literally mundane talk, and they are like, one of them is looking directly towards you, but not paying attention to you specifically.
Geo fell
I'll
asleep.
just-
That's okay.
Is he snoring?
Yeah.
But he has to keep watch. What the fuck?
He's sleeping now.
Let me just say that there
Oh.
might be a thing that he needs to do later, but as
Mhm.
of right now,
Hmm.
just a bunch of suspicious things are happening, so they're not sure what's happening. Okay, so
Yeah, so I'll just basically ignore them too and just walk past them.
all right, you attempt to walk past them. Are you doing so in a way where you are being stealthy, or do you wish to just walk past them?
I always stealth.
Okay, roll a stealth with they're right there, so 3 purple.
Or 3 advantages and 1 failure.
Okay, so here's what happens.
Awesome.
This is a possible
Oh,
route that you could have taken earlier. So they're going to. One of the guys who's doing the water cooler talk notices you walking by, um, and he appears to look at your chest for some reason, and then notices something and walks towards you, and he says, "Hey, buddy, you didn't get a visitor's badge."
oh, I am sorry. The lady at the front desk didn't give me one.
He looks you up and down, sees that you're not dressed in a Blue Sun's attire at all, and he goes, "Well, what was your name?"
My name is Richard. I am here to do some janitorial work with your servers.
He raises an eyebrow, but he walks out of the room momentarily. Takes him just about as long as it did for you to walk from the reception area to Area C. Um, and then back. So, about twice as long, actually. And he comes back.
During this time, can I just ask for their status, basically ping them?
Yeah, you can ping both of them if you want.
Yeah. Status update. You get this message.
Okay, both of you have a chance to respond. Roll, you're currently like walking down a hallway towards this bee, whatever this mystical bee is.
Um,
Moving towards B. Rushing B.
we're Russian B. Come on, we're Russian B.
Rushing B.
um, in the building, searching at currently, trying to find a way to find the prisoners.
Okay. So I'll just assume they're good.
I'll send back chatting with the locals.
Okay, so to continue, um, you receive a visitor's badge, and it says janitorial access on the bottom of it.
Thank you kindly.
He nods towards you. And then they start talking about the Panthers game again.
Oh, Neil's gone.
Yeah, I wrote heading off.
Yeah, that's okay.
I probably fell asleep, then he woke up, realized that he was sleepy as fuck, and I'm gonna leave.
Wasn't a very good lookout.
He slept on the job.
That's last
Oh
year.
well.
It's what you get for doing terrorism or lookout duty.
Okay.
Uh,
So, what does V wish to do now that he has a visitor's badge?
hmm. I would just ask them, like, I must have gotten turned around. Where is the, uh, like, janitor equipment room, basically?
He leads you back to the hallway and he points to the letter B.
I'll just nod, thank you, and I'll pretend to take a sip of my coffee and head towards B.
Okay. So you head towards B. I'll give you the results of this. Why not? So, uh, B at B
Mhm.
on the lower floor, the
Mm.
B of the lower floor is another set of cubicles. However, next to the entrance of that set of cubicles is an extra door. As you approach, the door just sort of you notice your visitor's badge has a light, like an LED on it, basically. The LED lights up and the door opens, and you see a bunch of janitorial equipment inside.
The
Is it just
janitor.
like a, is it just like a bucket room, or is it actually like a workplace almost?
There is a desk there, but it doesn't have a computer or anything. It just has like a sheet of paper and a pen that is attached to the desk, one of those pens. Um, and it just has regular cleaning duty written on it, and then it has like uh, cleaned X area, like cleaned area 1, cleaned area 2, like that sort of thing. Actually, it
So
says cleaned
no,
area A, cleaned area B, cleaned area C, and then it says cleaned floor 2 areas, cleaned floor 3 areas, cleaned floor 4 areas, etc.
hmm, and there's no map.
There is no map.
Map. Oh well. Is it like
It
a
appears
toolbox?
as though somebody has been cleaning floor 5 and 6.
Hmm, but none of the others.
No. None of the others for today's checklist have been done.
Is it like a toolkit there? Like a tool belt or toolkit, like simple tools, like
There are simple tools. There are no belts.
so it's not like a,
It's almost as if they
a
expect you to come equipped with a belt if you want to put tools on a belt. There are cleaning carts, like those big carts that have like the mop bucket on it and stuff like that that you can like wheel places.
oh yeah, I'll grab that.
Okay.
The illusion is complete. And I guess I'll head towards A.
A on floor 1? Sure.
Yeah.
You can do that. So you start heading towards A. This this is so fun for me, but might be boring for you guys. Just making a confusing mess of a location and have you guys try to navigate it. Okay.
I've been through worse.
So, on floor 2, roll. You are navigating
Yes.
towards B.
Yes.
B has a sign, like there's a sign pointing above a door, and it says B pointing towards the door, and the door has a large B written on it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you approach the door, The door um, appears to be scanning for something. The door does not find the thing it's looking for, and a red light flashes next to the door, and it says access denied. And then the light turns off.
Okay. Mm.
I mean, if any of your hacking rolls would have succeeded, you might have gotten a hint as to what this floor plan is like,
Yeah,
but
sadly did.
unfortunately, nothing succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is going to shit.
Gone great, people. It's gone great.
And it appears that the door is sensing you even though you're invisible.
Oh,
Thermal, maybe.
might be. Okay. Is there any signal to the keypad or camera pad, whatever? Scanner?
Alright, you search for a nearby wireless signal. The nearest signal is the outside cameras.
Okay. Does it have any wires or anything that I can just see, or is it like hidden?
There's no visible control panel.
Mm. Okay.
As you're thinking, I'm gonna roll for something in the background.
No, it's going great.
Okay. I am aware of what's happening in the background.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you want to do?
Yeah, we don't see any visible wires or anything from anything there.
Nope. Not
Okay,
visible, no.
does all the doors seem to have a similar like scanner thing? Both A, B, and Z. Hello, all three.
You didn't stop at A. You didn't really look at it. You can go back there if you want.
I'll go back.
Alright, you head back to A. There's an arrow pointing to the door labeled A, and the door is labeled A.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach, similar thing happens. You hear some
Okay.
scanning noises. You hear the access denied thing, and the little light lights up, and then the light turns off.
Mm. Okay.
You can see the light, but other than that, there's no visible thing. You don't even see where the scanner is coming from.
Okay. I'll. I can't do anything with these without me. I'll keep looking around for like. Would I have any idea where they would possibly have the server? Would it be like on a higher floor or lower floor, or is it just a guessing game?
You have no idea. Um, the only thing that you would be aware of is
Mm-hmm.
basic knowledge, which is that
Okay.
servers need to be kept cool because they
Mm-hmm.
produce massive amounts of heat. Um,
Okay.
the amount of heat produced depends on the size of the server. So,
Mm.
like, the more server towers you have, the more heat that is produced.
Okay.
So, if they have, like, a huge server farm, then they're
Mm-hmm.
going to need to be able to keep it cool. That's going to be
Yep.
the main thing. And it's going to have a big power draw. You're going to know those two things.
Okay. I don't have any thermal on myself, so. Yeah, I'll keep looking around for a room that seems possibly a bit bigger that could possibly have to go up a well. See if there's any
Okay.
large doors, basically.
All right. So there's a large door that you are currently standing in front of. B is also
Okay.
a large door. Um,
Too many large doors.
there's quite a few large doors. Um,
Yep.
you start walking past there. You head to C,
Mhm.
and C also has a large door. And it scans you as you walk by and says access denied, and then turns
Mhm.
off like the other doors.
Okay, I'll look for a staircase now.
Okay, you easily find one because this is a straight hallway,
Okay.
and you
Is it
head
only
up
up or
the
is there a way down
steps.
too? Is it
There is a
further
way
down than the
down,
far was
but
up?
that's the way that you just came from.
And it wasn't any further down from there?
Not that you notice, no.
Okay. I'll head up then.
All right, you head up. V, you wanted to access A?
Mhm.
All right, so you go to A, another set of cubicles. You can examine this room if you'd like, but
I'll take a quick glance.
all right. So you start nonchalantly wandering around.
Mhm.
I'm gonna roll for a thing. All right, as you are walking past, one of the office workers says, "Hey, how come you're not stopping for my garbage? Here." And he just dumps his garbage can into your janitorial cart and then lets you keep going.
So I guess I'll just keep going and picking up garbage at the places where people are, maybe looking around.
Okay. Um so you do that. Um they allow you to do so. Um I'll get you to roll a perception with 2 purple.
Nothing.
Nothing again. Okay, so you walk through this entire room. You do not notice any way up or any other paths out of this area.
I'll go
Other than
back
to
and look
leave the
for.
building. You do notice that there
Yeah.
is a way to leave the building in this area, but other
So
than
I
that,
guess I'll
no.
just go back and look for an elevator for the cart.
All right.
You know,
So you head back. I need you to roll another perception with 2 purple. In order to
finally,
find any way off the first floor, you this is what you need to roll.
finally, 3 successes and 2 disadvantages.
Okay.
No, yeah, 2 disadvantages.
Okay. You do find a way off this floor as you're just sort of wandering. You notice that there is a wall that has a painting on it that takes up almost that entire section of wall. The wall opens and the painting splits in half as well. And you notice some people come out of an elevator. However,
Oh, shh.
those
What?
people who walk out of that elevator say to you as you're walking by,
Hmm?
"Hey, somebody said that there was something weird going on at the front door. Notice anything?"
No, not currently. I'm just picking up trash, and I'll just point.
He goes, "Oh, good. And make sure you mark off where you're cleaning. Some of the cleaners have been neglecting to do that."
Of course.
He nods towards you. "All right." And he motions for the other person that he was walking with to walk with him. You notice that he presses a part of the painting, and then the elevator closes.
Guess I'll go to the top floor.
All right, so you're pressing that part of the painting to open the wall again?
Yeah.
Okay, the wall opens. You're actually pressing what looks like a boat on a landscape painting.
Landscape.
That's
So
weird.
you press in the boat actually presses in on the painting, and the wall opens. The painting splits in half. And yeah, there's an elevator there.
We'll get in the elevator and I'll look at the buttons. Does it just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6?
Yes, it has 1 through 7.
Does it have a cellar
It does
or
not.
basement? So no -1 or 0.
Nope.
Guess I'll head up to 7.
All right, you start heading up to 7. Okay.
Just
This is
message roll, message both roll and
Croak.
croak, heading to 7th floor.
All right. Success. So roll, you head up to floor 3. There's a sign at the top of the staircase. Guess what the sign says?
ABC.
Yes. That is exactly what it says.
Awesome.
Perfect.
So
I go to hallway.
all right, so you start heading down this hallway. This hallway is a bit different than the previous hallway, however. This one has turrets next to each of the doors.
Hmm.
And there is a sign in front of each of the doors that says, "Warning! Unauthorized entry will be punished by death." And you notice that the scanner has a button instead of automatically scanning you.
Okay. Just plain door with no windows.
There
Just a
are
big letter on
no
it.
visuals into the interior of these doors.
Okay. Might be risky though. I'm not sure we should do that. I don't even know what's in these rooms.
I mean, it has a button.
It has a button. It's probably easier to fuck up, but
Oh, trust me, I know what happens when you press that button.
Turret go shoot shoot.
okay, I will head to C, I guess.
All right, you walk past A and B.
Mm-hmm.
You are now at C.
Mm-hmm.
There is a button next to the door and
Mm-hmm.
a turret next to the button, which is next to the door. The classification for these turrets appears to be medium.
Mm. Can I try to overwrite it? Can I see what the button does without clicking it? Like, can I do like a check to figure out what it's connected to?
You can roll a mechanics with 4 purple. Because the mechanisms are hidden.
Mechanics. Or purple.
Yep.
That's a lot of numbers. Well, it's a triumph,
Okay.
2 successes,
Okay.
and 5 disadvantages.
Okay.
Wow.
You know what the button does. It activates
What
the
does it do?
scanner.
Okay.
However, you also know that the scanner, if it receives a negative response from whatever it's scanning, the turret
Mm-hmm.
activates. Now, whether or not it shoots, you're not entirely sure, but the turret turns on is what happens if it receives a negatory on on the scan.
Mm.
However, since you got a bunch of disadvantages,
Yeah.
um, the door you are standing in front of opens,
Oh shit.
and a couple of Blue Suns guys walk out.
I'll like step out of the way from them.
Okay, you do so.
I'm still invisible, so.
You do so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll for a thing.
Oh no.
So 3 guys walk out,
Mm-hmm.
and you got extraordinarily lucky.
Hmm.
None of them
Luck.
have their goggles on their face, but they have infrared goggles on their on their heads.
Mm.
But they're not in front of their eyes at the moment, so they do not notice you as they walk
And I
past.
like they get down to like peek into the room, or does it close too fast?
Uh, you do look into the room.
Uh,
There appears to be something pointed at a wall and a guy messing with whatever that thing is. And there's a small explosion, and then the door closes.
okay.
The men just simply walk past you if you do not interact with them.
Do they have their like a badge or something visible, like a key card?
Yes, they do. They had badges on them that had their faces on marked on them, and they had like a little LED light at the bottom that was green when the door opened, and then when they walked away from the door, then the light turned off.
Hmm. Off my knowledge with technology, would I know the scanner will need to scan the full body or just the card?
Based on the roll that you already made,
Hmm.
um, what it needs is a biometric signature which matches your ID.
Okay, so it needs a scan of the. Okay, so I can't do that. um, and all the doors here are the same.
On this level, yes. The
Okay.
security measures on the previous floor you know are different, but since you didn't examine them as closely as you did these ones, you do not know what those mechanisms are. You just know
Okay.
that these mechanisms are different than the ones on the previous floor
Okay.
because it automatically scans you as you approach. And this one has a button and a turret attached to it.
Okay. Mm, I will activate my infrared
Okay.
and see if I see anything in this floor. Like a, I'm not fully certain what infrared does. I don't know if it detects heat. If it detects it, I'll just look for a place that looks like warmer than the others.
Just a second. Okay. Okay, so the definition of infrared is having a wavelength just greater than that of the red end of the visible light spectrum, but less than that of microwaves. Infrared radiation has a wavelength from. Oh, okay, that's a very technical definition. It is considered electromagnetic radiation, which is what I figured it was. So, yes, you turn that on, you can see wires through the walls.
Good. Where are they leading?
They are all connected to each of the doors and the turrets and everything. They appear to be powered by being connected to this power system.
Yeah, I had to look through my upgrades to my Omni tool. One of them was an optical enhancement that gives me infrared. So
Yeah, well, there you go. So, you can see the wires through the walls.
Mhm.
You can see that there appears to be some things that have a heavy power draw on the other side of these doors, but you can't tell what it is.
Mhm.
But you look up through the ceiling, you can see that the power source is coming from an upper floor. You're not sure where, but you'd have to get closer.
Okay, I'll try to follow the and go further up then.
So,
Okay.
you're heading up. V, you have reached the top floor.
What do I see?
The door opens. You are in a very small connecting room. The sign above the room that you are currently in is marked A. There's a very large set of double doors demarcated A. Um, and that is the only thing that is on this upper floor. Is this large door. It is demarcated A, and you are in a room that has a seating area and some fake potted plants. Um, there is, yeah, there's a desk next to the door, the large double door. Um, it's like 10 feet tall, so pretty tall.
I'll
Um,
walk towards it.
as you walk towards it, you notice that there is a person standing next to the desk that is next to the door. Um, and the person uh, puts a hand out for you to stop.
Do you have some trash as well?
He just raises an eyebrow at you and says, "The seventh floor accommodations do not need to be cleaned at this moment."
I'm picking up trash.
He begrudgingly sighs and throws you a pop can.
I nod, and I'll continue towards the door.
He just rolls his eyes as you approach the door, and the door doesn't open.
I look at him, like, dude, open the door. I'm here to pick up trash, bitch.
He repeats what he just said. That the 7th floor accommodations do not need cleaning.
Yes, but I am here to pick up trash.
Then allow me to be very clear. There is no trash in there.
I'll nod and I'll head back.
He looks at you very confused as you walk back.
uh, 6th floor then.
Alright. You go down to the 6th floor. 6th floor, the elevator opens. You are now in a mid hallway where the hallway, the hallway sign above you says A, B, B, and C, C.
Fucking Christ.
And SR has to be server room.
What?
Find SR has to be server room.
There is no S's. There's only A,
I
B,
know.
and C.
This place is meant to be very convoluted. So yes, everything is demarcated with A, B's, or C's.
Urge to blow up building rising. Guess I'll just walk towards AA, Anonymous Alcoholics.
Alright, you walk towards AA, and the reason that it is demarcated A and A is because there is an A to your left and an A to your right.
Keep the meme going. Go right.
Yep, exactly. I walk through the door to the right.
Alright, you approach the door to the right. You hear a scanning sound. Your badge lights up green. The door does not open, however. The door stays closed, but it has a green light next to it. You wait for 2 or 3, well, not 2 or 3, maybe 10, 15 seconds. And you hear a voice over the loudspeaker, which apparently is also in this hallway. And the voice says, "The 6th floor has already been cleaned." And then the green light next to the door turns off.
I'm here to pick up trash.
Our trash has already been recovered.
5th floor then.
Alright. You turn back around. And you head
What?
to the... I assume you're going back to the elevator.
Yeah.
Alright. You go back in the elevator. You go to the 5th floor. The door opens. The 5th floor has the same thing as the 6th floor. A, B, B, C, C. So you have an A on both sides, a B on both sides, and a C on both sides.
And go to Anonymous Alcoholics and to the right.
Alright. You go there. Your badge lights up. The door lights up. Another voice over the intercom. Our trash has already been recovered.
Oh, they're talking to each other. 4th floor then.
Alright. You go to the 4th floor. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because both of you are on the 4th floor simultaneously. However, roll.
Yeah.
You get to the top of your staircase.
Yeah.
Guess what the sign says?
ABC.
Yes, that is exactly what it says.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that.
If I look through the wire still, do they go further up?
Yes, they do. However, on this floor appears to be the source of the power because as you look into one of the rooms, all you see is glowing.
Damn.
So, yeah, you just see power being generated in this location. So, this is the source of the power.
What room is that coming from?
That is coming from all three of these rooms.
Okay.
However, you walk into the same floor, you do not see roll.
Of course
Instead,
not.
you see a sign up of you that says AABBCC.
I do the
I'm
same
invisible, dude.
thing. I go to AA and to the right.
All right, you go to the right. You open. This is hilarious. Okay, so you open the. You go to the door. The door scans you. The door, this time, instead of remaining closed, opens automatically. You are in a room that looks like a. Um, it looks like a bunch of. Um, what are those things called? Um, Electric generators, basically. Power generators. And you also see what appears to be another janitor with a cleaning cart in this room.
Hmm. What time of day is it?
It is approaching midday.
Hmm. Good afternoon.
The guy looks up. This is a, let's see here. This is a Turian. He looks up and he sees you. Hey, I already got this room if you want to save time and go elsewhere.
Yeah, sure. Did you get the call about the puke in the server room?
He goes, well, wouldn't surprise me, but I've already done my cleaning duties for that area, so too bad. And
I can
he
go get it.
continues doing his job.
I can go get it. I just need to know where it is. First day.
He goes, oh, uh, perhaps you don't have clearance to go in there.
I
You should have been
point at my
briefed.
janitor badge.
Yeah, he goes, you should have been briefed. It's almost as
Apparently, the
if they're
lady at the
very
front.
tight lipped with the information.
Oh, that's really weird. Hmm. I guess the lady at the front desk must be asleep today because she didn't even give me my card when I arrived. She just sent me to see.
He shrugs. Not my problem, man. And uh, he keeps doing what he was doing.
Come on, pal. Can you just tell me where it is? I need this job bad.
All right. Is there persuasion on your sheet
Uh,
or
listen,
negotiation? Maybe might be the thing.
I
Negotiations.
negotiation, deception, and charm.
Uh, yeah, you're attempting to negotiate with him because he is unwilling to give you the information, and you wish for him to give you the information. So yes,
Mhm.
negotiation. With 3 dice, he doesn't really want to give you the information.
A disadvantage.
a disadvantage. He
Mhm.
goes, I don't think you're allowed up there. Otherwise, you would know where it is.
Oh, crap.
He's not reporting you, but
Fine. I'll go to the front desk again.
are you going back to the front desk? Or are you
Uh,
actually just gonna
what?
pretend to do that and go somewhere else?
I'm gonna pretend to do that.
Okay. So you
So
leave
what
the
floor
room.
am I on again? I'm on the 5th floor now?
Fourth.
4. So I'll just message them. Message roll. The server is on 5, 6, or 7.
Just get a report back. I know.
Alright. So where do you go
What?
from
Have you
there?
checked all the rooms in 4?
Yeah. Well, they're all locked by guns.
So,
What?
No, it is not 4. That was 3.
Oh, 3.
Hmm.
Yeah, you just arrived at 4. How do you know that it's not here?
Because I'm following the wires, man.
You're
I
following the
see them
wires.
wires.
Mm.
uh,
so, V, did you want to go into a different room on that floor?
Sure. I'll go to B and go right.
Okay. This is hilarious. Okay, so you walk
do I
into
see
that
him
room.
move it?
This room is also filled with generators.
What type of generators?
Electric generators.
Yeah,
I
but
was on that floor pretty much. I actually heard all you said. So
Yeah, it just turns out that he's going the exact wrong direction to be on your visual radar. So.
yeah, I'm just not there for some reason.
Oh no, you're on the fourth floor, and so is he.
Yeah, yeah, he just can't see me. Yeah,
And
I'll
I
go to
know
C
why,
and to
and
the
you'll
right.
laugh once you find out why.
yeah, probably.
I'll go to C and go to the right.
Alright, you walk into that room, same thing.
Hmm.
All these rooms are set up the same way.
Awesome.
Except these other two rooms that you just walked into didn't have a janitor in them.
It's not like a fire alarm anywhere, right?
Not like a thing that you can pull, no.
Oh. Uh, how does the generators look?
They look like they are well maintained.
Yeah, but like, can I see moving parts, or are they completely enclosed?
You can see that they are moving, but you can't, like, see gigantic gears or anything sticking out of them.
Mm. Are there any buttons on them?
There are buttons.
Ooh, buttons. How many buttons?
Plenty of buttons.
Okay. I'll call the elevator. I'll go back to the nearest server room, and I'll push
Generator room,
all
but
the
yeah.
generator room, and I'll push as many buttons as my palms will allow.
Alright, I'm gonna roll for a thing. Because you're not attempting to use a skill, you're just pressing them all, so
Yeah.
it's random. So let's see what happens first. Where'd my dice roller go? That's unlucky. The first button you press, a red light appears on the generator, and it says, generator tampering detected.
You fucking kidding me? Does anything else
Roll!
happen?
Roll. You
Yeah.
hear in the hallway that you're standing in, generator tampering detected.
I just shake my head.
Does anything else happen?
Not currently, no.
Hmm. Getting
I'm
bored.
sorry, I rolled a D100 and I had each 10 being a different thing that happens. And since you just pressed the first button you came across, like.
Mm.
Sorry.
It's kaboom time.
Oh shit.
Alright, so what are
I'll
you doing?
I'll take out a grenade. I know I can like delay them. I don't know how long. I think it's like 10 seconds or 5 seconds or something,
Um,
or maybe even longer.
normal grenades take 4 seconds to explode.
Yeah,
That's
but I
just the
can.
normal. I'm just telling you that's the
Yeah,
normal duration.
IRL.
And if you wish to delay it, if it has a delay function, that adds an additional amount of seconds. But it depends
Yeah, I know
on.
I can. I can delay and yeah, I can choose the frag grenades when, but I don't know what the limit is.
Well, that
Of,
depends on your. Doesn't the grenade have a thing written on it?
yeah, but I need the book. And it's been a while since I've been in that book.
So it's
I don't
delayed,
remember
you
the
said?
page.
Is
Yeah, I
the.
can delay it.
Well,
I
is that the
can.
stat that's written on it?
Well, either on that or my launcher. I don't remember. But one of them says that I can delay, and
Uh,
I can literally calculate and choose where the explosion goes when I shoot them. I know that.
uh, let me look at your grenade launcher to see what it says. And this PDF is loading pretty quickly, actually. Uh, well, if you're pulling out just a grenade, yeah, that one doesn't say anything
The
about.
grenade. The grenades can be set to detonate on impact or set with a timer to detonate up to 3 rounds after being activated. So,
Okay,
how
so
many
that's
ever
six.
seconds 3 rounds
That's
is?
6 times 3.
6 times 3?
That's how many seconds you
Mm.
have.
Yeah. Oh, what is 6 times 3?
18 seconds.
Okay, that's cool. So I'll find like a spot like on the board with the buttons, like that's kind of close to the generator itself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll set it to detonate us at the highest level or whatever, and I'll rush back out to the elevator.
All right.
Hmm.
As you attempt to leave the room, the door is locked.
I asked you if anything else happened.
You didn't check the door, you just asked if
I
something
didn't.
happened.
I didn't even know that the door slammed. I thought the door was open.
Okay. The door was shut because you walked into the middle of the room where the generator was. I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear. That you had to walk into the room to you fiddle around with the generator.
How far away is the generator from me?
Currently, About 2 or 3 meters. Since you now have the information that the door is closed, because it opened and then closed, just like all the other doors, so I assumed that you were aware of that. So it opened and then closed as you walked into the room. You pressed the button on the generator, and then it said, like generator tampering detected or whatever I said. So, yeah, you can re-choose what you want to do based on that, but
Well, I think the blast area would be big enough to fuck me over. So I wouldn't have pulled that pin until I get the door open at least.
okay, so you walk over to the door. The door doesn't open, and your security badge doesn't light up.
Any access panels on this side of the door at all?
None that are visible. You can attempt to examine the door, like what Roll did, to see if you can find anything. But
Yeah.
all right, that's a mechanics roll,
Another thing I'd probably suck at. Yep.
and that's gonna be a 2 purple.
Disadvantage and a failure.
Okay, you attempt to find something on the door. You do find something. It is a screen which appears somebody's face on it. Hello, janitor. Or should I say, saboteur?
That's quick to conclusions.
We kind of did try to. So.
Well, I did
press-
try to.
You press the button that says send message for tampering.
Beautiful.
I am sorry. It seems that I tripped and touched something.
If you were trained as a janitor, then you would know not to touch the machinery.
I just said I tripped.
Yeah, he's not falling for that. He knows you have to press a button to make that happen.
Yeah, but you can trip and try to get your balance back, and then by accident press a button.
Okay, so he then he misunderstands what you're saying and still says what he said. You can try to clarify if you want.
I'll clarify.
Okay, how do you wish to clarify?
The way that I said to you, I tripped and
Oh,
accidentally
okay. So
pushed the button.
so you're
when
telling
I tried
him
to
that you
retain my balance.
you're telling him that you almost fell over, and then
Mm-hmm.
that's what happened. Okay, so he goes. All right, but you will still be held for questioning. And he turns off the screen. The door is still locked.
Crap.
Wait till he finds you have a grenade launcher on you. That's gonna be great.
Well, I guess I'm screwed anyways. So, yeah.
I'm gonna go further up.
Okay, so you
Oh, I know.
have you've been examining this floor. There's power being generated on this floor. You are aware of that. Roll. What would you like to do next?
You said I was solid. Did I know it was from a different one? Like, what, they got power for something else further up, or?
No, they're. So what was happening is just so that way you guys can find it as funny as I did. So you're walking up the left side of the building. uh, uh, V is going up the middle of the building. He went right. So he was exploring the opposite side of the building from where you were. So that's why you didn't see him go into the room, because he has wires in him. So you could have been
Okay.
able to see him if he walked into the left side of the room, like the left side of the hallway.
Okay.
So on the left side of the hallway is the same rooms. It's just power generating rooms. So they're generators is what's in those rooms. You can't tell that because you're just seeing a glowing thing that is generating power. Because the reason you can
Okay.
see the wires is because you can see the radiation being given off by the wires.
Okay, same as the other doors below with the scanner and that.
Yes, these have scanners and buttons. However, they do not have visible turrets next to them.
Does it have like, is it like a hidden hatch in the ground that is locked, and then if you click the button, a cannon comes up?
You don't know the answer to that question, but you can attempt to find out if you wish.
I will. I'll go to BB or
BB?
whatever was in there. Yeah, the B room.
BB.
BB.
Oh, the B
I don't know if
room.
it's BB or
Yeah,
yeah, the
on
B room.
your side, it's just the one side, so it says B.
Okay.
See, the
go
reason
to
it
B room.
says B and B on it where he is because he's in the middle of two rooms both labeled B.
Okay. So yeah, I'll go to the B room.
Okay. You walk over to B. It's the same door as I described at A, which is where you were.
Okay, can I see where the wires to the button is connected?
Yes. They are connected to the door, and the door is connected to something under the floor, which you cannot see what it is.
As expected. uh, since nobody's opening this, I'll try something risky.
Okay.
I'll try to
Whatever you have planned, it's not going to be as risky as what I have planned.
I'll try to hotwire the button to open
Okay.
the door.
So, first things first, I'm going to need you to roll a mechanics roll with 3 purple. And for those who are still confused, I'll draw it on the
Oh, that's good.
roll 20.
Oh, that's good. A triumph and 4 successes.
Okay.
Damn.
So, I'm going to draw it for you guys. Here's the building. No. Ignore that little square.
No, I like it. I'm just not gonna look at anything else now.
I'm going to zoom into 200% on that small square.
On that specific square, nothing else.
Yep.
So this is the hallway where Roll is. This is the hallway that neither of you have seen.
Okay.
And whoops, get out of the way, Roll.
No, I don't want it.
Go away.
Go away. I was standing so nicely there.
This is where the elevator is down here, and then this is the hallway that V was walking in.
Okay.
And he was going.
Since I went,
This is.
since
Oh,
I went to
I
the
did
right,
that.
I'm like
I did
here
that
somewhere.
reversed. I did that reversed. So this is. So Roll is over here, and you went on the right, where you came out of the elevator. So then you went over here, and he's standing next to these rooms here.
Okay.
So he's in this room over here, and you're at B here, which is in the middle there.
Mm,
So, yeah. So based on that roll that you just made, I'll move this out of the way so that way you can see the lines a little clearer.
mhm.
And then there's 3 rooms. 1, 2, 3, like that.
Okay.
On each side. So, that's the basic layout of this area, of each of those floors.
That's fine.
So, you masterfully did your mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
You basically remove the button from the wall.
Yeah.
And you can see underneath that the button is linked only to the door. And it's linked to a scanning device which is hidden underneath the plating next to or above the door, I should say. So what would you like to do with the scanner unit?
I like to try to disable or like make either disabled fully and still get the door open, or like you make a false biometric to it.
Okay. Roll a hacking with 4 purple.
I got 2 yellow in hacking. So. Okay, not terrible, not good. Success and a disadvantage.
Okay. You have hacked the door. However, an alarm sounds. Anti-temper hardware tripped. Anti-tamper hardware tripped.
Yeah, can try to shut off the alarm.
Okay, that's another hacking.
Mm-hmm. How many purple?
4 again,
Okay.
because you're rolling
So it's
against the same thing that you tripped.
literally nearly the same thing. Just double it, so 2 successes and 2 disadvantages.
Okay, so you managed to turn that alarm off.
Mhm.
However, you managed to trip a secondary alarm.
Oh god. That's going great, people. It's going great.
It's
This
going
one
well.
is just a blaring siren that can be heard throughout the building.
Okay.
Yes, that's the sign roll.
Yeah.
Proc.
Okay, so Croak, you are on the outside.
Yep.
You don't hear any sound. But you see suddenly the guards just perk up and rush inside the building.
All right. Status. I sent to them.
You just get back FML.
Question mark.
By the way,
I
V,
triggered the alarm.
you do not receive this message.
Oh, he doesn't have signal there.
He's in a Faraday
I'll take
cage right now.
Oh,
Wait.
how fun.
Need backup.
Yeah.
I messaged the lookout to come with.
I
All right.
sleep
He'll be there. The message.
after his nap.
If we're gonna say in canon he fell asleep, he wakes up at the message, so he will be there in a few minutes.
Yeah.
But it'll take him a few minutes to get there.
And if Skinny Krogan is there, I just motion for him to back off.
Well, the guards left him, so there's nothing preventing him from leaving. So when you tell him to leave, he just leaves.
Yep.
Going great, people. Going great.
All right. Guess we're going the hard way.
I
All
tried,
right.
man. I tried.
And I
The
go
dice, the dice just wasn't with me.
shotgun in hand.
Oh.
All right.
But,
As you
before
enter
I-
the building, Croak,
Yeah.
everyone who is in the building hears. Just get them out of here. Tired of this. And then the speakers turn off.
Okay.
You see guards just start running around aimlessly.
Okay.
And
You said
certain
you said a
people are running
successfully
out of
hacked
the
door?
building.
I message Roll. Need directions.
I give direction to where I am.
Okay, so he gives you directions to a staircase. And then the staircase goes to another staircase. This is what he's describing to you.
Yep. I
By the way,
go that
Roll,
way.
you can get in that room. You just haven't
that's what
gone
I
in the
asked.
room yet.
Yeah, that's what I was about. You said I successfully hacked the door, right?
Yes. You just tripped a minor alarm, and then while trying to disable the minor alarm, you did.
Bigger
But
alarm.
then you set off a bigger alarm.
Okay, I'll go into that room. What's in this room?
Generators.
Bunch of generators.
Yep.
Can I tell where the generators are getting their shit from?
They are the things that are producing the power.
Okay. Just generators in this room, nothing else.
Nothing else. There are interfaces on each of the generators, but other than that, nothing in these rooms.
Can I check through the interfaces, see if they have any map outs or so of where the generators are and where they might give more power? Is it possible?
You can interact with the interfaces, but you assume that the generators are generating power. They don't get power from elsewhere.
Okay. I'll just see if they were like if it was like a hive basically, then multiple generators might power in different floors, but are like set up in like a link. They have separate. I don't. If that's not how it is, then it's fine.
You can look at the interface and see
I'll
as
do
soon
that.
as you activate the interface, because you're a machine person, so I'm not even gonna get you to roll. You know which
I know
buttons to
machine.
press to bring up the menu.
Mhm.
As you
Is
bring
that
up the
big one that
menu,
says menu?
as you bring up the menu, you see that there's 6 generators in this room,
Mhm.
and all the other 5 rooms on this floor have 6 generators each.
Okay.
And they appear to be supplying power to the entire
Building.
facility.
Okay.
It's time to go dark.
I mean, I can.
Does V want to do anything? Because stuff has been happening and you haven't done anything since then. So do you want to do anything?
I'm gonna hook a grenade up to the door with a 3-second delay, so that
Okay.
when the door opens, it will pull the pin. And then I will stand back, as far back in the room as I can, with my launcher ready aimed at the door.
There is a door behind you because, as I said, there's a hallway here and the hallway you came from. So there's 2 doors that lead
shit.
into this room.
Then I'll take a grenade at that door too, and I'll stand in the middle, I guess, watching both fucking doors then.
All right. Just give me a second. I'll be back in a second.
Oh man. We're
Yeah,
fucked.
This California over again.
Mm.
I guess we're killing everyone.
Yep.
I tried. The dice just didn't like me. Trying to get to a server to see where they have like located shit because they had no cameras. But building is a damn maze.
Yeah. What else were we supposed to do there?
There were a
Afraid
few
of
things
prisoners,
that
I
you
guess?
could do, but I'll tell you that later.
Yeah.
Also, I already said that if he succeeded on on one of the rolls on the computers,
Yeah.
then it would have given him a lot more information on what he needed.
I blame the dice.
Yeah, those hacking rolls didn't turn out well for you. So
I'm good at it, but yeah, it just didn't like me.
okay, so
Is there anyone stopping me, by the way? As I
no,
just walk in.
because they are attempting to reach. The guards are attempting to reach where the alarm went off. So they're going towards where Roll is currently, because his door is unlocked, so he's not stuck in his room like the janitor guy is from their perspective. So they're not even worried about him. He's locked in where he is.
I guess I will meet all the guards then.
Sure,
There are some guards that will be doing other tasks that you might encounter, but the main force of the guard are gonna go where Roll is right now. So, yeah, and the guards are ahead of you, Croak. So they're gonna get to the room before you do. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So Roll.
Kind of, yeah.
So V, you have that set up. That you succeeded in doing that. You've succeeded. So your room is booby trapped, ready for somebody to come in. So.
Okay. I'll do two things. If I can.
There, you do have time. Like the guards are setting up a. Let's just say that there's tactics involved that you are unaware of right now. So they're not in the room with you right now.
I'm gonna check one thing real quick first.
So you do have time to do things while they set up their strategy to try to deal with you.
Okay, which is 100%. If this is what it. Oh, no, it's concentration. Okay. Guess I can't do that other thing then, because then I drop my invisibility. I will just shut down the entire generator system.
Okay, you can attempt to do so.
I'll try to.
Yeah. So you are on the power generation interface. So you don't have to roll for this first description part. So I'm going to tell you what you see, so that way you can make the decision after you know what you see. So, you go through the interface. There is a kill switch that turns all the generators off. However, when you use the holographic interface to interact with that particular option, it asks you for a 20-digit number code.
Oh God. That's
And
difficult to hack.
and a username ID. Apparently, it is warning you that you can use symbols from different languages, and as in like alphabets from different languages, and that you can use like exclamation point and like umlauts from those different languages and stuff like that. So it's telling you that you, when you're using your when you're making your typing in your username, it can have all of those symbols from different alien languages and everything. Not just translated into English for you or your understandable language. Just these are symbols, and they can be used in your username, and a 20 digit long number as a password. So you can attempt to do this. I'm just letting you know that that's what the difficulty is going to be based on.
Can be pretty high difficulty.
So do you still wish to go through with this course of action?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine with it. Um, okay, so roll a hacking roll because you're attempting to
Sounds
bypass the password and login, basically,
gonna be so many. It's
using
gonna
your
be so many.
hacking tools.
Mm-hmm.
It is a 4 purple, which
Okay,
is
it's
the
not that bad
difficulty
then.
of some of the other things that you've been trying to do, but you didn't realize that that's what you needed to overcome
Nope.
for these login screens. So yeah, that's the difficulty.
2 successes and a disadvantage.
Okay. The power turns off. All lights in this area, because this building has no windows on the upper floors. As soon as you try to go to the upper floors, there is no light at all. And since you have your infravision still on, like your infrared vision, you can still see the wires, but that's it. And they're slowly fading away as the power that was running through them, the radiation dissipates.
Okay,
So,
I'll leave that room.
all right, where are you going?
I'll try to. I don't know. He's on this floor.
So everybody who is in the building, which includes Croak and V, suddenly you're in darkness.
Great. I continue.
I'm just letting you know that that's what happens, in case that factors into what you do.
Okay. Can I try to find the cyborg?
You can attempt to, but if you're
I know
attempting
he's
to
in the
use a
building.
computer of any sort that is connected to this system, all of
That
them
doesn't
are
work.
powered down. So you would have
Uh,
to use your thing, and I don't know if your thing has a tracker on him or anything.
nah. I'll basically just look for. Since I know most is powered down and we know he's a machine, I'll just look for a place that has a good amount of power.
Okay. From here, you cannot see him, so
Okay.
you'll have to
I'll
move. And
yeah, I'll move around.
okay, so where would you like to go? The door to the hallway that you just came from is open. However, that is where you set off the alarm. So,
I'll go away from that. um,
so your strategy may dictate that you might not want to go there. However, the room is also you hacked your way into is also connected to another hallway. They may be aware of this somehow and have something
Mhm.
set up on the other side as well. So how
Might
would you like to exit this room?
I'll exit from where I entered,
Okay.
and then it was a hallway in that room too, and it was like multiple paths there,
Um,
or just the one back
I
from
will
where I
give you
came to the
information
other.
before you open the door. That way you can
Okay.
uh, make the decision with all the information that you have at your disposal.
Go ahead.
So the door that you just came from,
Mm-hmm.
it's this hallway here,
Yes.
or a hallway like this. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a staircase on either side, one that goes up,
Yeah.
one that goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there's doors here. And based on the interface you just saw,
Mm-hmm.
these connecting rooms, the A and the C
Mm-hmm.
rooms, those are just filled with generators as well.
Okay.
So Um, there's 2 rooms here in this. If you go out into this hallway, it leads
Yeah.
to the hallway where the alarm just went off. And there's 2 rooms that are connected to that hallway and the staircases.
Okay.
And you know that these 2 rooms are just filled with generators, so they probably don't have weapons or anything that you can use, if that's what you're hoping for. But the staircase, there's a staircase that goes up and a staircase that goes down.
Okay.
There's no emergency exit, at least as far as you're aware.
I will. I expect a bunch of people to show, so I'll activate the. I'll enhance the camouflage to the perfect camouflage, in
Okay.
case of, so I can just get the hell out of Dodge if it comes to that.
Okay.
And I will go back to the staircase leading down, uh, and then
Okay,
try to
so
head
you
to a
open the
hall.
door first?
Yes.
Okay. So you have the hyper invisibility, basically.
Basically.
The door opens.
Hmm.
You hear from the hallway immediately before you even get to look out the door.
Hmm.
The door's opening! Door's opening! From different directions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You glance out into the hallway since they can't see you, no matter what they do, basically.
Hmm.
You peek out. There are about 15 flashlights pointed in the
Okay.
direction of the door on either
Hmm.
side.
On either side. Okay.
There are also shield walls on either side. As in,
Okay.
dudes holding riot shields blocking the entire hallway on either side.
Oh,
Like I said, you had time to do things, but they're going to set up their strategy as well.
Sorry. The other thing I couldn't have invisibility up if I wanted to do the other thing, so that was also a concentration one. So
Yeah, so basically, when
mm,
you try to do something else, it takes you out of stealth.
yeah.
Which,
Okay.
I
So I'm
mean,
basically locked in at the moment.
on that hallway, yeah. You haven't checked the other door, but.
I'll check the other door.
Alright, you walk over to the other door. The other door is sealed.
Okay. Can I try to manually open it?
You can. It depends on which method you're attempting to use to manually open it. Because if you're quote unquote manually opening it by using your hands on one side and then the other to pry it open, I don't know if your character is set up for that.
Probably not.
um, but if you're attempting to like do what you did with the other door, which is like pull it apart and then like
Yeah, I'll basically try to. Yeah, basically try to pull it apart and then over it that way.
okay.
Try not to trigger the alarms this time. If
All
they're even
right,
active when the power
so
is off.
it's a mechanics roll.
Mhm.
Same
Okay.
difficulty as the other door, which I'm pretty sure was.
I think it was 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think it was 3. And since 3 was your first instinct there, I believe you. Because that's what I remember it being.
Okay. That is 2 success and an advantage.
Okay. You managed to pull the mechanism apart, just like you did with the other door. You can
Yeah.
still just barely see the wires because the radiation from the electricity
Mm.
is dissipating.
Yeah, because power is going off.
Yeah.
Um,
But you can still see just
mm.
barely like an outline of what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the wires pulled out. If you're attempting to do the same thing, this
Yeah.
time you are aware of the alarms, so it is
Yes.
slightly easier.
Okay.
So this time it's 2 purple. Hacking with 2 purple.
Hacking with 2 purple. Okay, so I just have to.
And don't worry, Croak, you'll be where he is in like a couple, like, not very long. It's just that his
Jesus.
actions that he's doing are not taking very much time, but describing them is. So
Okay.
it's just
5
taking a little
triumphs
while.
and a disadvantage.
When I'm
5 advantage, 5 successes. Not.
when I'm nearing him, can I prepare something?
Okay, so he says he told you that he's on the 4th floor. So when would you
Yeah.
like to prepare this?
When I'm approaching the 4th floor.
Okay. So what would you like to prepare when you get close to the 4th floor?
I'm going to activate some abilities,
Sure.
like my adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
How did that work again? I think it's just a purple.
Oh, based on you're just trying to activate your adrenaline, it should tell you what you need to roll if you need to roll anything in your ability.
Yeah.
Because it's not me that's making it harder on you to use your adrenaline. It's just based on your stats. So
Yeah.
it should just tell you what you need to do.
Okay.
So if the ability says you don't need to roll anything, it just happens. So
I needed to roll, and I rolled a success. So that's up now, and I'm concentrating on that.
okay. Is there
And
anything else you
then,
wanted to activate?
yes, I want to take some quote unquote focus weeds before I get in there.
You wanted to what? Sorry, your my headphones cut out. So
I have a cigar box containing focus weeds.
oh,
Yes, I would like some focus weeds before going in.
okay. How? It's a cigar, so like it doesn't just take like 2 seconds to smoke an entire cigar. So like, how soon did you wish to use that?
I'm smoking it for like a turn.
Before entering. Okay. I
Yeah.
just wanted to know how long you were smoking it before entering it. And then when you get in the area, you can be continually smoking it if you want, as long as nothing prevents you from doing so, which
Sure.
I just needed to know how long, just in case an effect happened to you. That's all. And unfortunately, one turn of smoking it doesn't give you the effect.
All
Or
right.
maybe, fortunately, you don't know if it would be helpful to you or not.
And then I will just spit it out. It's more like a good luck charm.
Well, you could be like those classic action movie guys who have the cigar in their mouth as they're shooting people. That could be cool.
Yeah. I mean, sure. As long as it doesn't interfere.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. You can just
Okay.
because your character doesn't have to use part of his turn to breathe, so smoking the cigar doesn't take part of your turn.
All right.
So
I will enter the 4th floor, shotgun at the ready. I will shoot the first thing I see.
okay.
Oh yeah.
So before that, roll you managed to. You got like 5 or something. You said.
5 successes and a disadvantage.
Okay. So you managed to do the same thing, and then the minor
Alarm.
tamper alarm starts going off. Because that's what you got last time was a disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. Like the purple is like it's either a fail or nothing, and didn't get the nothing. So.
So yeah, unfortunately. You set off an alarm.
Well, I rolled a trigger anyway, so by now I just want to get out.
Yeah, at this point, everybody knows where you are, so I don't know if
Yeah.
your character is that worried about an extra alarm going off.
Nah, at this point, no. Like, they already know I'm here, so, like...
Yeah, they already know someone's there. They don't know who, to be fair.
or what? Yeah.
Because you've been
Yeah,
invisible
so,
for most of your time that you've been in this place. So.
yeah. Then I'll, go out in that hallway.
All right.
Or whatever's in there.
You glance out in the hallway. They are
Mhm.
still setting up the riot wall, but yeah, they're trying to set up the same strategy in this second hallway.
Uh, they all have flashlights, right?
They have flashlights, and they have these, the um, Splinter Cell Black Ops like
Yeah.
goggles. They all have
Night vision
those,
goggles.
but
Hmm.
your superior invisibility doesn't actually let them see you still. So you're still invisible to them.
Do you see any power sources from in this area
All right, I'll get
that
you to
are?
roll a perception with 2 purple. Because
Oh,
he is in a room nearby, and you could possibly see him, but it's not going to be.
4 successes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you see a humanoid. It looks like the wires you were seeing in the wall, except they're in a shape of a person, like holding something like a weapon, like a gun.
Oh, okay.
So you can make your own assumptions.
Okay. I don't know what he's doing there, so
He's just standing in the middle of the room waiting for somebody to enter,
yeah.
is what he's doing, but you don't know that.
Weapon at the ready. I'll try to message him because I don't know this room is blocked.
Alright, you message him. Your Omni tool gives you a feedback message saying, recipient unavailable. Which means either his signal is blocked, number 1. Number 2, he is off planet.
Which isn't.
Or number 3, he basically went to his Omni tool provider and told them to disable your number, basically.
Okay. I'll go for first one. um. So I'm not sure what he has there. I presume I can't detect the explosives that I know out of characters there because they're not
Yeah,
electronic.
they don't have an electricity thing going off of them. They just have a mechanical mechanism inside of them that determines when they explode.
Do we see a vent in this room?
In his room?
In this room?
Oh, your room?
Yeah. In the hallway here.
You can
Or
look for one.
in-
You can look.
I'll
You
look
can look
for
for one. So that's going to be a perception with 3 purple.
a success and a disadvantage.
Okay, you do see one, but however, since it's just looking and there's nobody who can see you in this room, there's no direct physical bad thing that can happen to you. So instead, I'm going to replace it with this. So you do see a ventilation shaft.
Mhm.
The ventilation shaft, however, since you have your infravision,
Yep.
you can see that there is a backup power source up there, which is connected to a laser of some sort.
Okay, it's laser active. You do see that.
But since you weren't looking straight up before, you didn't notice that it was there.
Yeah. See if the laser is active.
Yeah, there's a backup power source. It's basically connected to a short-term battery,
Okay.
in case of power loss, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically, they're expecting that their power gets back up within an hour or 2, so it has a little battery on it. Nothing too intensive.
Okay. If the laser active, will probably trigger something if we go up there. Oh,
Yeah, there is a laser
okay.
attached to it. That's all you can see that's attached to it.
If
You're not sure what the
I
laser does.
do I see a possible way to get above the right shielders in a way, like around them?
In theory, yes. Do you have like a gecko suit or something
Oh no, I
similar where you
don't.
can like climb the wall?
No, I just have a lightweight suit. uh,
Yeah, if you had like an attachment that allowed you to attach yourself to the wall, then you could do that.
I might consider adding that now.
If you
uh,
remember, um, uh, God, Shadowrun,
yeah.
when they had
No, I think.
when there was those guys who could like run up walls and stuff. Yeah, that.
Mhm. Yeah, it's probably in there. I just don't have that on mine because I only bought lightweight on them.
Yeah,
Okay.
there are other attachments you can get like that.
Okay. Uh,
Like for space exploration, it's good for if you're in zero gravity to have something like that. It's like a mag
like
boot.
magnetic boots or something.
Yeah.
I need to leave, guys. Tired as
Alrighty.
fuck.
Alrighty.
All right.
We'll
See you
probably
tomorrow.
end soon anyway, but if you have to go,
Yeah.
you gotta go. See ya.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can't climb above them. Hmm. I can try, but I'm not good at it.
It would be a coordination check if you want to do like a matrix style run, wall run.
Okay, I'm not too bad at that. I I'll try it.
You can try it.
I'll
Do you want to
try it.
get closer to the figure that is holding the weapon in that room? Or do you want to just
Yeah.
escape a different way?
I can't communicate with him. I don't know what he's got there. Uh, I don't know if I can get that door open and before the royal shields are up. So
Well, you could wait for something to happen, you know.
Yeah, let's just say
I'll
that
try to.
Croak is approaching and you are aware of that.
I'll try to like get like behind the right shielder, but still stay on the floor, but not like in the crossfire.
Okay, so describe to me what you're trying to do. Are you trying to like jump over them? Are you trying to like just walk past them because you don't see a space to just walk past them?
I'll try to. He'll have to be quick with it, but he'll try to run up the. Well, basically run up the sidewall for like the wall run, basically. Um,
Yeah,
if he
you can do
needs
stuff like
to,
that. I'll let you like be acrobatic. If your character even if your character
he's
is bad at it, you can still try, but if you're bad at it,
he's
you're more
he's
likely
pretty
to fail,
decent at
that's all.
agility. So he's pretty decent at agility. So it's like his second best stat.
Yeah, so I'll say that
Because
anybody can try. Even Croak can try to wall run, but he's not. I don't think he has a super high coordination, so he's more likely to fail. That's all.
I'll try to
Yeah.
wall run up the around them and then get behind them and out of the crossfire.
Mhm.
If I need to stick into something, I'll activate my Omni Blade to stick in the wall to like flip around the entry.
Okay. So, first things first, they are hyper focused and waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
So, first thing, you're going to need to
Mhm.
make a stealth roll, and since you're invisible, you have bonus.
Yeah, I get the extra dice for it.
And which stairs are you attempting to go for, the up or the down?
Down.
Okay.
Uh,
Because
any
that'll put
purple?
you closer to Croak. And you would know that he's coming, so that could your character would have that knowledge. So like, maybe going down would get me closer to Croak.
How many purple?
Um, on the stealth,
Yeah,
2, because
2.
They are expecting something, but you're also invisible, so there's like a
Yeah,
lot of
I
factors
think
there.
I'm fine. 4 successes and an advantage.
Okay. They see the door open again. They go,
Mhm.
"The door's malfunctioning. Is there anything in there? I don't see anything." One of them, you can see that one of them is getting ready to prepare a smoke grenade, and another one is preparing a flash grenade to throw in the door.
Mhm.
But other than that, right now you don't see them doing anything else.
Okay. 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 I'll keep on with my strategy.
All right. So you are not drawing attention.
That's good.
Because there's a chance that they could hear the footsteps and be like, "He's invisible!" and then just start firing. So there was a chance of that happening, but it didn't
Yeah.
happen.
That's good. Thank God for our decent agility.
Because right now they're surmising that you just broke the door, and the door just keeps opening and closing because it's broken. So yeah, they're just assuming that that's what the case is, and they're assuming you're hiding in the room, so they're getting ready to like breach and clear basically.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll try to wall around and get to the doorway and out of firing range of anything.
Okay, so you're attempting to matrix wall run over the dudes, which is
Mhm.
a thing that you can possibly do because they have
Yeah.
it set up so that way if you're walking, you would walk right into them, but like 5 feet
Yeah.
above the ground, there's nothing. Like they're not even standing that high. So then, like you could just run over them potentially.
I'll pray to the dice gods and hope it goes.
All right.
uh,
It is a high level coordination maneuver.
would
Therefore,
expect so.
it's gonna be hard, but you could possibly do it.
Benefit with lightweight materials. Usually, medium armor gives you a penalty in coordination, but I got lightweight.
Yeah. So yeah.
Mm.
Uh,
So, by the way, Croak, you're like preparing your stuff right now as he's about to do what he's about to do. So
Okay.
you're like standing behind the wall in cover, just being like pumping
they said the
yourself
first
up.
thing he sees. I'm pretty sure he can't see me, so.
Yeah, he can't see you. Just the same as
Yeah.
them. They can't see you, he can't see you. So unfortunately, that does mean that there's a chance he shoots you when he's aiming
Oh,
for
yeah.
something else. Because he can't
Yeah,
see
I know.
you, right? So
Yeah, I know. I'll
um
risk it for a biscuit. If I die for
that
it,
is if
then I
you
will.
it depends on what you roll on this. If you roll a whole bunch of successes, then you might get to him before he actually comes around the corner.
Well, if you face palm, you might dodge the bullet. That might be good.
That was also true. uh,
So
yeah.
here's what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
Uh, I need you to roll a coordination check. So do you have those dice ready yet?
Yep.
Okay. And since I'm telling you the difficulty, there's no going back. So
Yeah, I know.
the difficulty is 3 purple. Not too bad, but
Not
it's
as
still
bad as I expected.
it's still a high
Do,
level.
do you have story points?
I do have that.
Everybody gets a story point at the beginning of each session, so
That makes one a yellow, right?
it makes
Yeah.
one of your green a yellow. Is what it does. If you're just using it to replace something in a roll, yeah, that's what it does. But if there are certain special abilities where you can use your story point to get other things. But
Okay. Okay. Because of that, it just cancels out my disadvantages with just 2 successes.
that's
Nice.
good. That's good. That's the best possible outcome for you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you do manage to. You start low, and you grip to the wall, a little afraid at first because of the tension, but then you decide to just back up a little bit. And you just
Yep.
leap, put your feet on the wall, and you're basically horizontal for a moment. You manage to get over the line of people, and then
Yep.
you turn yourself vertical again, and then you land on the floor.
Good.
Though one of the dudes, it's not going to be punishing you, but he thought he heard a sound next to him, and he turns towards where you were, but he sees nothing and ignores it.
Good.
Okay, so you're walking down the hallway.
Mhm.
I need you to make roll. I need you to make a cool check
Check. What was that based
with 2 purple. Cool is an ability, so it's just one of your abilities.
on? I'll try to find it. No. Oh, there's. Okay.
Presence.
2 purple, yeah?
Yep.
3 successes.
All right. You manage to not just like do an arm pump and go yes, revealing your position. Because you're a tech guy, so you don't normally do
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So it's just like, wow,
I
I just
stay out
did
of the
that.
fight.
So you remained cool, and you didn't just like instantly celebrate your.
I was about to do it, and then just stopped.
Yeah. So the next thing I need you to roll is a vigilance. I know I'm getting you to roll a lot of things, but trust me, it's great.
Okay. That's fine. How many purple?
Um. Just one.
Just one.
Because the thing that you're attempting to spot is very obvious,
Oh yeah.
Success and 2 advantages.
not hiding itself.
Success and 2 advantages.
How many?
2
Just-
advantages and a success.
Oh, just one? Okay. You do manage to
Yeah.
spot Croak. His arm. He's just putting this weed cigar in his into his mouth, and you see that he's pumping himself up to come around the corner. You can attempt to stop this if you wish.
Nah.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. He comes around the corner. You realize you are invisible. So, there is a chance that he will aim at you instead of the enemy he is aiming at. So I'm going to roll a random die. A random die.
Be
To
with
see
me, dice.
if he targets you instead.
I'm dead if I'm shot by him.
It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt like hell.
He
I don't think you
does.
can one-shot me, but it will hurt like hell.
And here's the unfortunate thing.
Is it me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's the you two get to act as if he's attacking you. So, it's based on all of your stuff. So I don't even have to do anything.
Okay, so I'm shooting him.
Yes. And let me just say, you could have prevented this by, like, messaging him, "Hey, don't shoot."
Too late now.
Yeah.
How many defense do you have?
Defense? 1.
That's 1 purple then.
Yeah, I'm not the most defensive person.
Oh no. Alright.
Choices, man, choices. So it's all based on fucking dice rolls. So.
This is kind of hilarious though. You make all these James Bond moves and then
Yeah.
you get blasted by
just
friendly
like
fire.
dude with a shotgun, just hey.
God. So yeah, that's 2 successes.
Okay.
Okay, so what
On-
is your
on
soak?
damage would
What is your soak roll?
3.
Okay, so take the damage of your gun. So whatever the number is
No.
for damage.
I got 2 pairs, so he has 1 soak now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But
So
I'm
you
gonna hurt.
take 10 total damage.
I'm out.
you're out.
I got 10 HP.
Oh my god.
My brawn is nothing, dude. I got 1 brawn, and the race giving me 9 plus 1. So I'm exactly at 0.
Okay.
That's incredible.
So you
It
are
happens.
not. Here's how that works. I'm gonna look at the cheat sheet. Pretty sure the cheat sheet has this on it. Here's my cheat sheet.
What does blast do again?
It's like in radius explosive thing.
Okay, because that would do AoE for the others as well.
Yeah, it can hit the others, but your main target was him because you were targeting something that was in front, like behind him. And so he gets the brunt of it. But some of the others can take some damage as well, is what that means.
Yeah.
Like I got strained for days, but my wounds are shit.
So I got 7 blast, so the others will take some too.
Oh, right.
I'm guessing.
So you are just down, is what happens.
Fuck, dude.
I'm squishy.
Okay. I'm guessing Geo is with us now, correct? With me?
I would come. Well, they said it would come because
He's-
you messaged him. So.
Yeah, he's on his way.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he was 2 minutes walking distance away, so let's half that to 1 minute because he's running. So he's still about a minute away from being with you guys.
Well, I was delaying myself also, so thing. And
Yeah, you delayed like a little while. How long did you delay? Like a turn?
like 2. Yeah,
At least.
and I activated some abilities, so like 2 turns.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the abilities would have taken some time, so I guess 2 turns.
Yeah.
Which is 12 seconds, so a minute
Yeah,
minus 12 seconds. And then you just took this turn, so that's another 6 seconds, so 18 seconds.
Okay. Question. Is he still invisible?
Read on invisibility. I think I am visible, but I'll read on the thing.
Is it concentration? Like, do you have to focus on it? Because if you have to focus on it and you're unconscious, you can't focus on anything.
Yeah, so I'm there.
Okay, so I just go, what the fuck? And can I, like...
The other guys take some radial damage, but their armor absorbs it, based on what I'm reading here. Unless I'm reading it wrong with when it comes to how much damage is lowered by radius or whatever. But I don't think I am. So their armor just absorbs it. So they're not. Here's what's happening. You're just like, huh? And since you took your turn to do that, it is now their turn. I'm just gonna do a soft initiative for now, because of what's gonna happen next.
Okay.
They look towards you, and they start whispering to each other, confused. That is their turn. Because they were aiming for a dude, and a dude just got taken out. So at the moment, they're like, is this guy with us? Like, it's mid-combat. They don't know who you are. If it looked like you were purposely aiming for them and hitting them, then this story would have been different.
Okay, I pick up on that, correct?
Oh yeah, you're well aware that they appear to be confused, otherwise they would have taken their turn to attack you.
All right. Sensing an opportunity and not wasting this moment, I walk towards him, like slapping in the cheek.
And you can
So
see
they can.
that he is not bleeding out. You can tell that there's not like blood pooling around him. He appears to be at least not visibly dying.
All right. And I just look towards the others. He's down.
They start looking at each other, confused. I'll get you to roll. Is deception a thing? Which thing is it? Coercion is violence.
Yeah, deception is a thing.
Deception. Okay. So I'll need you to roll a deception. Since it's
Cunning.
dark, number 1. Number 2, they're unsure of who you are, so you could be with them, in theory. So there's a bunch of factors in there leading to you having an advantage here.
Okay.
So it's a deception with 1 purple.
I'm gonna use story point there.
Okay, go ahead.
Success to advantage.
All right. So they go, hooray! And they start cheering. And a couple of guys just walk over to you and start patting you on the back. And they start dispersing a little bit. Although the ones in the other hallway, which you are unaware of, are still doing something, but you are unaware of them, so you don't know that.
All right.
Some of them start rushing into that room where he was, which you didn't
Okay.
know. Well, he told you which room he was in, so yeah, you knew which room that they're going into.
All right. But are the others like just fucking leaving?
Yeah, they're just going to sweep the area.
All right. I will act like I am cuffing the guy and taking him in as, evidence or whatever.
Okay. That's a wonderful strategy.
Yeah, and then I leave with him.
Alright, so you're just gonna leave? Okay, got it. They're gonna let you leave. As long as you're not taking any hostile action against them, they will just let you go.
Awesome.
I'm gonna roll for a thing. Gio's character isn't even in the building yet, so you can decide what to do with that.
Maybe that's for the best.
Do you want to message him to tell him not to go in?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Go back to the car.
all right. As he's just about to walk in the door, he goes, "Okay," and starts walking back. I'm gonna roll for a thing. Since you guys are relatively unintentionally leaving V behind, number 1.
Yeah, but I have no idea where he went off to, and I
know
can't
where he is,
contact him.
And
like kind of.
And you're knocked out, so I can't
Yeah,
help
so
you.
I know knocked out. Yeah.
so there's that. Also, you haven't completed the mission objective. So
Yeah.
those are
Fuck
2
this
things.
business right now.
There's those 2 things that I'm gonna have to roll for. And it's gonna be completely random. There's a chance that something happens that causes you to still succeed. There's a chance that it doesn't. There's a chance that V is just missing in action and is permanently gone. There's a chance that he somehow escapes. So you guys just extract from the mission area, correct? Just leave?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Alright. All right. So that happens. And as a result of that,
Maybe
just barely. Okay.
maybe it was good that I shot you in the face, Olaf.
Maybe it's good indeed.
Uh, and okay. So based on the series of D100s that I just rolled, you guys arrive back at base. So I'm gonna have to look at V's inventory. However much ammo he has. Because let me just say, you guys got effing lucky.
Hell yeah.
So
I think he had like 10 or 11 grenades.
he
Something like
has
that.
10. So I'm gonna get rid of 5 of his frag grenades. He has 1 inferno grenade, but I'm not gonna be such a enormous dick to have his inferno grenade somehow, or just get rid of it entirely. I'm not gonna do that.
If it means he survives,
Yes, it
that's
does. I'm
huge.
gonna describe to you how this goes down. But I just need to make sure. Okay. So, here's what happens based on the rolls I made. You guys arrive back at base for 5-6 hours. You hear nothing from V, and you have no idea what is currently happening at that place. On the 6th hour, at the end of the 6th hour, after you guys have arrived back at base. By the way, um, uh, Archangel hasn't arrived back.
Mm-hmm. But I would make sure that like Geo heals Olaf a bit,
Okay, he can do that.
so he's conscious.
Yes. So I don't
We
know
get
how
to
the
the car.
medical rule works, but he can heal a certain amount based on what he rolls.
Yeah.
So let's see here. The cheat sheet. Medicine check. A character may receive 1 medicine check per encounter to heal wounds and strain. Difficulty is based on the chart. So you have over half damage. So that's 2 purple. Does somebody have access to his sheet?
I don't.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
What can I do?
So roll him a medicine check, and he has a doctor's kit or whatever it's called, right?
So, yeah, so he gets an extra blue to it.
He has the lux, so it's 2 blue, right?
It's just 1. Pretty sure.
Okay.
So here's what he needs to do. He needs to roll a medicine check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be
And the
right on it.
difficulty is 2 purple because you took over half damage, but technically you didn't exceed your threshold. You actually perfectly hit your threshold, so it's still just 2.
3 success.
Okay, so you got 3. He got 3 successes.
Yep.
Did he get any advantages or disadvantages?
Nope.
Okay. That's good. Because what that means is he heals you 3. So 3 wounds. He heals you 3 wounds.
As soon as you awake, I just say to you, you never told me you can turn invisible.
It's kind of a new thing.
Well, why didn't you say anything? I could have killed you. Almost did.
Well, I'm not, so thanks. But
Well,
that shotgun hurt.
yeah. Well, it somehow worked. They thought I was on their team, and I escorted you out.
Okay, that's good.
Don't know what happened with V. Never responded to my messages.
I saw where he was, but I couldn't get into the room before the blockage was up, I think, so I didn't go for it.
Okay, well, it's too late to go back now.
Yeah. He'll probably manage.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, but we go back to base.
Mm.
Alright. So then you wait the amount of time I stipulated.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then, approximately after those 6 hours, a little bit after, uh, you receive a message from V. The
Okay.
message says heavily damaged, extracted target. And a set of coordinates.
Oh, this might be a trap, but we'll go there anyway.
Alright, so who's going? Is,
Me
Pretty
and
fucked up, but if he wants me with, I can.
actually, yeah, me and Geo.
Okay.
You'll stay here.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Takes about 10 minutes. You arrive at location. And you see what looks like a robot standing next to a Turian in the middle of the street. Like, he doesn't look like a person anymore. His plating has been stripped. That made him look like a person.
All right. I arrive there, and I just kind of wait for someone else because I don't think this is the guy.
Alright. The robot approaches. He places the Turian inside the back as long as the door is open. If the door isn't open, he'll just knock.
Yeah, it's open. But
Yep.
as soon as he approach, is that you?
He goes, "Unit damaged." He seems a lot more robotic than he was beforehand. Like in his speech.
All right.
Heavy damage indeed.
Okay. Get in. I look
Alright,
to the Turian.
he climbs in. "This is our target." And you see like sparks flying out of like different joints on your your companion.
Hmm.
And the Turian says, this thing is heavily broken. We might want to get it repaired.
Yeah, get in.
Yeah, he climbs in.
Okay. So I'll ask Geo to repair him once we get back to base. And then I'll ask Turian what happened.
V just says, going into power save mode. And then he just sort of looks like he fell asleep.
Yeah, that's why I asked Turian.
He goes, not sure what happened, but I'll fill you in on what was happening with me. That might help you. I don't know.
Sure.
So I was locked up in the server room in this building for quite a few days. And I was attempting to set up their server for a command post. But I tried to delay as long as I could. You can, now that you're examining him, you can see that he is also, like, he looks like he's been in a place where soldiers get tortured, basically. I can't think of the word, but yeah, he looks like he's been tortured. Like, he's even missing some of his Turian teeth. Some of his plates are damaged or removed entirely. So yeah, he's not in a great place either. And he goes, and as I was setting it up, like I was on my last legs. I was about to just do what they wanted me to do, and they threw this thing in the room with me. It wasn't active at the time. But since I had a little bit of leeway when it came to my work, there weren't guards watching me constantly. So I got it back into working condition, at least activated. And then I I spoke with it, and it said that it needed to extract me from the premises. Luckily, I already had an escape plan in mind. I just needed someone else to help me with it. So, luckily, he was that someone. He set off an explosion in the server room, far enough away so we didn't get hurt. And as the guards were checking it, they left the door open, and we managed to get out of the server room and just leave. I was lucky. Some guards chased us for a while, but we managed to lose them.
Looks at the hunk of junk. Maybe he isn't so bad after all.
I did grab this. And he gives you a bag.
Check it.
It's his clothing and most of his equipment. Except for the grenades that were missing.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about this at the base.
He nods. He just sits there, resting. Um, Geo's character offers to treat his wounds, but he just waves them off, and he just sort of lets that happen. And Geo's character, Heldross, I think his name is, says, he messages you on his Omni tool and says, might be PTSD. So I'll leave it for now.
Huh? Might be what?
PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Oh,
Yeah.
PTSD, and it was your BTSD.
Oh, yeah. That's alright.
Definitely PTSD. That's definitely.
Damn, I was disappointed. I didn't get hit once or took any damage. I was ready to die, dude. Meanwhile,
Sometimes that ain't happen.
meanwhile, you guys fucking go to 0 HP.
I was
Alright.
my own fault.
So you guys head back to base?
Yeah.
And unless you want to do a little bit more debriefing, that'll be the end of this.
I'll say we can end it there.
Alright.